Yep. All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Wisconsin Rapids and Assumption Catholic High School for the continuation Day 2 Championship Saturday, if you will, of this 38th annual Cranberry Classic. It is the Consolation game coming up here first. Quick message, tell your friends we are starting early. We're going to be about 10 minutes early on this one, as there was plenty of time after the JV games and now into this Consolation varsity basketball game here on the boys' side of the 38th annual Cranberry Classic. Jason Zaleski here alongside Olivia Zimmerman as we get set for this one between Port Edwards and Nakusa. We'll take a look at what we know right now, which is both teams coming in 0-1 after losing yesterday, hence the reason we're in this consolation game here today. Port Edwards falling 80-74. Pretty exciting finish. An exciting overall game between Port Edwards and Columbus Catholic yesterday. Again, Port Edwards losing 80-74. And then Nakusa falling in the nightcap to Assumption 64-54, which means we'll see Columbus and Assumption for, I don't know, about the 100th time in the championship game of this Cranberry Classic coming up here. Tip scheduled for 8:30, and we'll see if we get anything earlier than that, or about 8 o'clock, I don't know, 8:30. We'll keep you up to date on everything as we're starting early now, and we'll see if the championship game indeed starts early. Before we get started, tell you about one of our, well, I'll tell you what. Let's tell you about what we've got in this game here. Jaden Hughes for Nakusa averaged 15 points a game a year ago. Nash Kirchmar averaged 14 points a game last year, so Nakusa, led by Steve Genrich, brings back nearly 30 points in scoring from last year's team. And on the other side, Justin Beck. And it's really Nathan Gibbs. We're going to hear a lot about Nathan Gibbs tonight. Averaged 20 points per game a year ago. He's currently, well, coming into the year anyway, he was at 1,001 career points and ranks, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th in Port Edwards scoring history. He's going to pass, though, a few along the way. I'll tell you about that as this game progresses. Brendan Beck averaged 9 points per game a year ago, and Timmy Tranel 6 points per game just a year ago. We are just about ready for opening announcements, prayer, and national anthem. We'll step aside ever so briefly, bring you back for the start of Port Edwards and Nakusa consolation game right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
All right, national anthem in the books as we inch closer to the start of our contest today. Again, this is the consolation game on the 38th annual Cranberry Classic. We'll get starters announced here before us, and you see them. I'll go through them here in just a moment. For Port Edwards, Timmy Tranel, Brendan Beck, Nathan Gibbs, Eric Mock, and Blake Lisi for Port Edwards here this evening. And Steve Genrich and the Nakusa Papermakers introduce their starters. Talked about Jaden Hughes as he is announced. Tell you about Jaden here one more time, hopefully before tip-off. But for the Papermakers, it goes like this. Francisco Vega, Jaden Hughes, Nash Kirchmar, Brett Best, and Anders Kolar. In this consolation game again for Port Edwards, Tranel, Beck, Gibbs, Mock, and Lisi. For Nakusa, Vega, Hughes, Kirchmar, Best, and Kolar. As we are ready to get started, opening tip is here. Again, Nakusa brings back Jaden Hughes and Nash Kirchmar from a year ago, averaging a combined 19 points per game. Coach Justin Beck does maybe just a bit better on the comebacks. Nathan Gibbs, 20 points a game from a year ago. Brendan Beck, 9. And Timmy Tranel, just over 6. So Port Edwards perhaps a little more experienced, a little more apt, but we shall find out. A 3 there missed, and a rebound putback no good. As the 3 was launched by Gibbs, Eric Mock with the putback. Port Edwards will, the Blackhawks will reset here offensively in the opening minute of this, again, this consolation game here at the 38th Cranberry Classic. Port Edwards came out firing after the tip, now patient in the offensive set. Beck with it up top. Now out to the wing. Mock fights for it. Now Beck drive, stops in the lane, can't hit. Ball battled for, rebound going to be collected again by the Blackhawks. Ball out of bounds off the foot of Hughes. Again, stays with Port Edwards. What an opening possession here for Port Edwards. Essentially a full minute into this. Launched a few shots, haven't connected, but have been able to gather up the rebounds. Shot there, missed. Another rebound for the Blackhawks. Here's Mock on the drive. Off the backboard, no, he's fouled. Nakusa not able to put a stop to the offense for these Port Edwards Blackhawks. This will be Eric Mock to shoot a couple. And the first is good. We've got points. We've had many shots, over a minute. Over a minute of shooting. We got points. Missing on the second, but it's going to run down his own rebound. So Mock able to pick up the rebound. The Blackhawks still at it. Gibbs on the drive. He's fouled from behind. Foul there on Anders Kolar. So that's going to put Nathan Gibbs to the free throw line. And the first rattles through and down. Gibbs on the second, draws back iron, rebound down to Hughes. Hughes right to the rack. Not able to fall. Lisi with the rebound. Here's Gibbs. Worked in the corner of the Mock, back up top to Gibbs. Blackhawks worked the ball around the perimeter. Flashed low did Tranel. Nothing doing there. Now here's Tranel. Baseline drive cut off there by Kirchmar. And stolen away. Here come the Papermakers. That's tipped by Tranel out of bounds after the steal from Francisco Vega. Trigger pulled by Kirchmar on the inbound. Hughes on the wing. He gets doubled right away. In the lane, rising is Vega and gets it to fall through. So Francisco Vega with a basket. Beck rises just inside the free throw line and hits. So Brendan Beck with the first field goal of the night for Port Edwards. Ball's going to stay with the Papermakers. Again, it's Kirchmar under the basket. Hughes calls for it. Stops his dribble. Now Vega. Vega in the lane. Floater, good. So Francisco Vega back-to-back field goals. Tied at 4. 3 minutes off the first half clock. Drive by Mock, cut off by Hughes. Mock gets the ball back. Now Gibbs up top. Gibbs shot fake. Kolar didn't go for it. Now Mock, baseline, finds Tranel. Gibbs launches a 3, too strong. Another offensive rebound for the Blackhawks. That one pulled down by Mock. All alone was Lisi. Nice find as Lisi able to get free on the block. See if the Papermakers have an answer. They have all game so far, and there's another one as Jaden Hughes from deep. Lisi leaves off for Gibbs in the corner. Nothing doing there for Gibbs. Shot there from Mock. Offensive rebound, no. Lisi had a hand on it, but loose ball goes to Vega. Here's Kolar on the drive. Pass through the lane. Now kick back out to Best. Papermakers reset. Hughes, 3 on the way, too strong. A rebound, Tranel and the Blackhawks. Here comes Port Edwards. Nobody stopped ball. Tranel takes it, and contested shot. Back come the Papermakers. Here's Best. Stops his dribble, gives off now to Kirchmar. Kirchmar drives on Beck in the lane, short. A rebound, Kolar, and falling down threw the ball up. Here comes Tranel. Now Mock, baseline, hangs in the air, not able to complete the circus shot. Hughes with a rebound, big outlet down to Vega. Vega goes 1-on-3. Vega, rack, good. Said he went 1-on-3. The other two Blackhawk defenders not very aggressive to follow the offense. Spot up 3 from Beck is short. Another offensive rebound for Port Edwards. That one from Tranel. Here's Gibbs now. Gibbs, 3, good. So Nathan Gibbs with the 3. 9-all. 5.5 in. Here's Hughes on the cut and a nice one. So action here in this consolation game. Again, Columbus Assumption, the championship finale after this. Long time after this. Mock comes up short on the layup. Here's Kirchmar. And Kirchmar falling down, and they say that contact was incidental. So it'll be Port Edwards ball. Get crazy low pricing on toys on Fleet Farm. Going on right now. Save up to 50% on all toys, including top toy brands like Barbie, Melissa and Doug, Lego, and Nerf. Get everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. Port Edwards on the back of a couple of handfuls of offensive rebounds, and the 3 there falls. As into the game, Jacob Orheim. Orheim comes in and splashes one. right back with it. And a new entry on the other side. That's Gray Gersmeal, and Gersmeal hits the three. So monkey see, monkey do out here. And both teams performing well. Gibbs, rebound, low block, turn, fire, no. Here comes Kirchmar. Kirchmar, fast break, and to the rack, no. Not able to get the free throw to fall. They had a 3-0 fast break and came away with no points. A couple of free throws coming up here for Josh Tranel on the drive, on the take. Tranel's first is short. Unlock the best home, auto, commercial, and personal loans in the Rapids area at Key Savings Bank. No matter what you're financing, Key Savings Bank has the personal touch to put you at ease. Dream big with small rates at Key Savings Bank. And second also off the mark. So Josh Tranel not able to capitalize on the free throws. Quick shot. Back come the Blackhawks, 2-on-2. Tranel coming up short. That was Tranel to Tranel. Timmy the senior, Josh the sophomore. The sophomore not able to finish. Pass in down low. That went to Eric White-Eagle. The rebound brought down, fought for, and won by Carson Orheim. Here comes Gibbs. Timmy Tranel, wing. Kirchmar backs off. Tranel looking for Gibbs. Nothing going there. Fires a three. Gibbs is going to be called with a push. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Substitution for Nakusa. See Jordan Pash wearing number 1 in the game for the first time tonight. With the ball now. Pash inside the 2-3 zone, passes it in. Gibbs in the middle of that line of 3 in the back, able to take it away. Floater for Tranel of the Josh variety, and he's hammered. So 2 more free throws coming up for Josh Tranel. Missed on a pair just a moment ago. So third free throw of the half for Josh Tranel. That one's good. Breaks the 13-all tie, 14-13. And back in is Eric Mock. Slaps hands with Jacob Orheim. And Tranel hits this pair, so now 2 for 4 from the line. And tied at 14. Sorry, I had that wrong before. Now we're tied. There's Pash with it. Coach Beck calls for movement, and Jaden Hughes says, no worries, Coach. I got you locked down from the corner 3. Gibbs shows ball in the lane, twisting, and foul is on the floor. See who this is on. It's going to be the second on Francisco Vega, so he will take a seat along with Eric White-Eagle. So they'll get a rest as we see Gray Gersmeal come back and Nash Kirchmar come back on the floor for the Papermakers. Couple of fouls for Vega. He's got 6, and he's on the bench. Here's Gibbs. Corner 3 is good. Nathan Gibbs with 6 points. Pair of 3-pointers. Hughes. Hands off to Pash. Pash in the lane. Back to Hughes. Hughes works on Mock. Dribbled it off the foot of Mock. Able to keep it. Pass in the lane. Gibbs intercepts. On the way back down, Steve Genrich of Nakusa says way too much dribbling to his team. That one rattles in and out for Brendan Beck. Ball on the floor. Back to back it comes. Another opportunity for the Blackhawks. They've had many second chances offensively. Here's a 3 from Josh Tranel. Timber! Tranel hits a 3. Whistle on the floor. And we've got a timeout, Nakusa. So Nakusa takes the timeout. Port Edwards leads by 3. Back for more after this on Zaleski Sports.
Snow piles up quickly. Remove it just as quickly with Kubota subcompact and compact tractors. Our #1 selling tractors are built to take on winter with front and rear mount snow blowers, blades, and rotary sweepers. Get select Kubota subcompact or compact tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months and save $1,000. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Your local Kubota dealer is Chili Implement, located 1 mile north of Highway 10 in Chili. Back here at Assumption, the 38th annual Cranberry Classic, Consolation boys game. Leona Wabino Consolation winners in the girls bracket earlier today, and Assumption over Columbus for the girls championship. You'll see highlights of that game at halftime. Show you how that all went down. In the girls side of the championship game, here's Hughes, comes up short on the 3. A rebound brought down by Mock. Quickly come the Blackhawks. Beck, now Mock. At the elbow, gives off to Hayden Hewitt wearing 22. We see Hewitt in the game for the first time today. Finger roll comes up short from Beck. He was contacted, no whistle. In the lane now, Mock. Mock over 3. No good. Rebound brought down by Gersmeal. Best gives off to Pash. Pash stopped in the lane. Here's Gersmeal. Gersmeal, free throw line extended. Kirchmar off the backboard, no. Pair of free throws, yes, for Nash Kirchmar coming up. So Kirchmar gets ready from the lane. Time to tell you, Crystal Finishing Systems is a family-owned business now hiring for both their Weston and Mosney locations, with openings in manufacturing, fabrication, management, customer service, and so much more. Join the Crystal Finishing team. Learn more at crystalfinishing.com. Kirchmar misses on the front end. First free throws of the night for the Papermakers. And that one is good. A lot better release on the second for Kirchmar. Port Edwards, 2-point lead with the ball. Inside to Hewitt. And off the foot of Brett Best, it'll stay with Port Edwards. Just as I got his name right, Hayden Hewitt heads off to the bench. Just my luck, folks. That's all right. We'll get his name again later. I'm sure of it. Beck with Pash in tow. About 25 feet from the basket. Now here's Gibbs. Gibbs in the lane, shoots over a couple, gets his own rebound, bangs down low off the backboard. Nathan Gibbs. See right there why he's a 1,000-point scorer. Hughes throws on the brakes, gets some oohs and ahs from the crowd. Mid-range J from Gersmeal, no good. Rebound brought down by Josh Tranel. Here's Beck. 3, that one rattles in and out. Gibbs with a putback, mid-air putback for Nathan Gibbs. Well, all right then. 6-point Port Edwards lead. All the extra offensive opportunities, all the offensive rebounds for Port Edwards. Ball stolen away. Here's Tranel. Gibbs, 3, no. Caught it in rhythm. Now here's Pash. Got that one blocked by Josh Tranel. So back in comes Lisi. Told you we'd see Blake Lisi back in this game. We'll see everybody back as Josh Tranel takes a seat. Kirchmar on the inbound. Into Pash. Pash will dribble, step, shoot, good. Jordan Pash with his first bucket tonight. 5.5 left in the first. Gibbs wheels, left hand, no. Another offensive rebound. Lisi, though, the putback is no good. Rebound ripped down by Greg Gersmeal. Pash just made a bucket the last time down. Gives off to Best. Now Hughes. Hughes gets a screen from Best in the lane and got that one partially deflected by Timmy Tranel. Gibbs, again, nobody stops ball on Nathan Gibbs. Not able to make the layup, though. Here comes Hughes, full head of steam, runs into Tranel, loses the ball. Quickly now, Gibbs. Kirchmar, Gibbs, 3. Kirchmar got a hand in his face. Brendan Beck, another offensive rebound, though, for the Blackhawks. Bounce down low, Gibbs through the lane. Out to Mock. Mock somehow able to get it back to Gibbs. Gibbs steps through everybody and hits. Nathan Gibbs beginning to pour it on. He's got 13. 13 of the 26 Port Edwards points here in this one. Oops. And whistle on the play. We're going to get a foul on the floor. Running can be hard on your body, whether you're training for marathons, competitive runs, or just for daily exercise. Turn to Roberts Physical Therapy to get moving, keep moving, and enjoy life on the run. Roberts Physical Therapy with locations in Amherst, Plainfield, and right here in Wisconsin Rapids. That's the third foul on Hughes. That's what it says on the scoreboard, but Hughes has a seat. 3 quick ones on Hughes. Not sure that I'm in total agreement with that, but 3 for Gibbs. I am in agreement with Timber. Nathan Gibbs continues to pour it in. 16 on the game, 16 and a half. And timeout. Nakusa is going to take the timeout, and we will as well. 29-20, Port Edwards on Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
For years, our Store Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Store Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets, countertops, and flooring, it will only take us 1 week to install everything. Stone Innovations, new kitchens in just 1 week.
Back to Assumption. 29-20 coming out of a Nakusa Steve Genrich timeout. And Coach Genrich, likely, hopefully for Nakusa anyway, spending a lot of time figuring out, okay guys, here's what we talked about with Nathan Gibbs. He's 3 in black, by the way. Here's what we talked about. Now, we got to go execute that, because whatever it is that they talked about, and I'm sure that they did, and Steve Genrich is a good coach. Nathan Gibbs is a good player, though. But whatever it is they talked about hasn't come to fruition, as Gibbs sitting with 16 points here in the first half. Crossover by Kirchmar. Foot inside of the free throw line, no good. Gibbs rebound. Outlet to Tim Tranel. Back to Gibbs. Gibbs. Kirchmar poked it away. Gibbs gets it back. Now Tranel, top of the key, spins at the free throw line and is going to have to spin himself out of trouble, and then steps called on Orheim. So back in the game for Nakusa comes Gray Gersmeal. Gersmeal's got my favorite colored shoes on. I did. I wore my highlighter yellow shoes to the YMCA earlier today. I didn't quite go with my ensemble tonight. I thought about it, though. Favorite shoes. There's always 20 people that come up to me and make a comment about the shoes. I don't know if it's good or bad, but decided you'll see me later. But went with my all blue ensemble today. You'll like it. I like it. Here's Best, stops, rises, too strong. Rebound ripped down by Jacob Orheim. Port Edwards 9-point lead with the ball. In the lane is Beck. Beck gets it to roll through. So Brendan Beck, his second field goal today. He's got 4. Now Best left open for 3. Hit it. So Brett Best gets on the scoreboard for the first time. Beck stopped at the free throw line, harassed from behind by Kirchmar. Nearly had it stolen away. Beck gets it back. Now here's Orheim. Orheim on the take, and travel is the call as Gersmeal got him held up. Travel is the call. So Jaden Hughes back in the game. Our scoreboard here had him with 3 fouls. I thought just 2, but whatever it really is, Jaden Hughes back on the floor for Nakusa, and the scoring threat of Hughes needed for these papermakers. So whether he's got 2 or 3, can't afford another one in the final 2+ minutes. Here's Vega, stopped inside the lane, gives to Hughes. Hughes in the lane and floats, not able to connect. Shot may have been altered or at least deviated because of Eric Mock. Josh Tranel off the backboard and good. Second bucket for Tranel, he's got 5. And first double-digit lead of the night on either side. That one nearly stolen away by Beck. Last off of Beck and out of bounds. It'll stay with Nakusa. All that action happening right in front of Coach Justin Beck. Beck calls out the defensive assignment, says you're here, and you're here. Good communication from Coach Beck. Hughes now comes back to the wing. Take a look at Tyler Martinson, 24 in black for the first time today. Kirchmar, turnaround J, hit it. So Nash Kirchmar's first bucket. Nakusa surely wants Kirchmar to get active. And talked about it in the pregame, at least scoring coming back this year for Nakusa. Nash Kirchmar averaging 14. He's got, though, just 2 in this first half as Tranel gets fouled. Foul's going to go on Best. Hughes and Kirchmar averaging nearly 30 points a game a year ago, and as we sit here now with under 2 left in the half, those two have a combined 10 points now. So certainly off the pace that Papermakers fans have become accustomed to last year. Timmy Tranel connects on the first. The roster here says Tim Tranel. He was Timmy last year. Now it says Timothy. I'm going with Timmy till I'm told otherwise. One bounces around and out. Seems reasonable to me anyway. Here's Kirchmar. As I said, if Kirchmar gets active, and now he's got 2 straight baskets, he's got 4. 60 seconds left here in the half. Again, halftime, we'll show you highlights of the girls' championship game from earlier this afternoon. Martinson facilitates in the corner to Mock, now up top to Tranel. Tranel of the Josh variety. And in the lane he goes, got that blocked by Gersmeal. Kick out, Timmy, Tranel, Timber! Good ball of movement from the Blackhawks, now stolen away. Beck will launch a 3. That would have been real problems for Nakusa if that goes down. 10-point lead for Port Edwards. Final seconds here of the first half. Here's Vega, turns the corner, runs into Tranel. Now 3 from Best is off the mark. Rebound brought down by Mock. 5 seconds. Tranel, corner 3, too strong. And the first half will end like that. It's a 10-point advantage for Port Edwards as we head to the halftime break. We'll give you our halftime sponsor, Rapid Sheet Metal. Winters in Wisconsin can be a challenge. Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling in Wisconsin Rapids has more than 100 years of making your home and business comfortable. Call Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling today. We'll check in with highlights from earlier today. This is Assumption and Columbus girls championship game from earlier this afternoon, and then back for the second half after that on Zaleski Sports. Welcome to the Zaleski Sports Highlight House, sponsored by Midstate. First things first with Midstate Technical College. Dual credit programs earn you college credit in high school. Use your skills to start your career or transfer to a university to continue your degree. Your first move is Midstate Technical College.
Kristen sets up a 3. It's good. Kristen Casey knocks down her first bucket. Quickly approaches. Schooley goes baseline against Kibble. Anna Schooley for 2. If she adds that to her repertoire, she's going to be very, very tough. Schooley steps through, right hand, too strong. Offense rebound, kicks out to Jaglinski for 3. Bangs it home. Callahan, Wilczek for 3. Straight on. Gracie Wilczek. It's a much, much, much needed 3. Callahan for 3. Straight on. Maggie for 3. Zimmerman over to Callahan. Maggie for 3. Maggie Callahan knocks down a 3-pointer. 12 points. Don's deficit. Haley for 3. Lets it fly and got it. Haley Zimmerman for 3. Back-to-back trays for the Dons. Swings around to Dillman. Kendall winds up a 3 and puts it in. Kendall Dillman for 3. Kibble out to Callahan. Callahan just throws it up there, a prayer, and it's answered. With 2 seconds left, Callahan will not shoot, and that will do it. Assumption wins 51-39 over the Columbus Catholic Dons and are the 2022 Varsity Girls Cranberry Classic champions.
Yeah, I mean, it's really nice just to be able to play games and start competing against other people. We're really low on numbers this year, and we've had some alumni help us out a ton, giving us a look at practice. But with low numbers, you bang on the same person the entire time, and it's like we had 2 weeks of that. So I think the girls, you know, some of them were excited to get out and compete. Others still need to shake a little bit of rust out and, figure that out. But it was fun to see the girls get out there and get after it together. We have a lot of different things that we can be good at this year, so figuring out roles is going to be difficult, but we need to start figuring that out a little bit.
Well, we've been through this, and we've been a team for a long time, and I think we know what energy brings us back up. And I think we brought that, and it just helped our momentum. Well, I just see everybody else, and I think it's good to expand my horizon and not just lay up. So, yeah. I think when our offense spaces and we just get going, I think it naturally just happens, and I just got a bunch of open shots.
Thank you for watching the Zaleski Sports Highlight House, sponsored by Midstate Technical College. First things first with Midstate Technical College. Dual credit programs earn you college credit in high school. Use your skills to start your career or transfer to a university to continue your degree. Your first move is Midstate Technical College. You are watching the Zaleski Sports Highlight House.
I'm Anna Schooley, and I'm in the house.
First things first with Midstate Technical College. Dual credit programs earn you college credit in high school. Then choose a path that suits you. Use your skills to start your career or transfer to a university to continue your degree. Choose a new career. Transition easily and quickly by upgrading your skills. Or continue your education with dozens of classes to get you on your path. No matter your stage of the game, your first move is Mid-State Technical College.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
All right, halftime here at Assumption Catholic High School, 38th Annual Cranberry Classic. This is the consolation game for the boys, and Port Edwards with a 37-27 lead here at the half over Nakusa. Take you through first half scoring here in just a moment. First, get your next countertop island or backsplash from Stone Innovations, the area's go-to for fabrication, design, and installation of such a great variety of stone products. Let Stone Innovations bring your home or business look to the next level. Visit stoneinnovations.net. 37-27. We'll first start with Nakusa leading all papermakers in scoring. Jaden Hughes with 8. Francisco Vega with 6 points. It's Nash Kirchmar with 5. A couple of three-pointers, one from Brett Best, one from Gray Gersmeal. They each would have 3, and Jordan Pash with a single bucket and 2 points for the papermakers. For Port Edwards, leading all scorers, Nathan Gibbs with 16 points, including 3 three-pointers for Gibbs. Josh Tranel with 7 points. Timmy Tranel, Brendan Beck each with 4. Jacob Orheim has a 3-point basket, and Blake Lacey with a field goal for the Port Edwards Blackhawks. Again, story of this first half, Blackhawks with multiple chances offensively, offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds too. Port Edwards just cleaning the glass, but on the offensive end, those second chance points certainly helped them to get out to a 10-point lead here as we stand about just under 3 minutes left before the halftime break. Again, Columbus and Assumption, the nightcap, the finale of this Cranberry Classic, the boys' championship game, come up about 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. Perhaps it could be a little sooner. This one went early, so we will see. Athletic Director and Tournament Coordinator Joe Burkhauser keeping us up to date on the status of the next game. But word to the wise, just stay here, keep it locked, and you'll be, when we're going, you'll be set to go. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a free quote from Carrie Van Aert State Farm on auto, homeowners, renters, and more. For both Wisconsin Rapids and Marshfield, find Carrie Van Aert State Farm on Facebook to get started. We're going to take just a quick 90-second break and bring you back for the start of half number 2 here from Assumption on Zaleski Sports.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Welcome to Key Savings Bank. Why so serious?
It's my game face. Happens every football season. I know with your great lineup of financial services, you can give me the competitive advantage, right?
Right.
Up the middle with straight ahead checking.
Over the top with a low interest mortgage loan.
Sweep to the left with a high yield CD.
Then drive home with an auto loan flea flicker.
Wow. What a game plan!
And a championship staff to go with it!
No, look out for this! Water cooler.
Key Savings Bank, where you'll feel right at home.
I'll get the mop.
There you saw Key Savings Bank on East Grand Avenue in Wausau. You go down there, they'll throw you a football. That's what I learned from that commercial. So that's a pretty good place to go. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Join Midstate Technical College for a special on-campus tour and eat tacos Saturday, December 14th. Get details and register for Taco About It at mstc.edu. Again, Jason Zaleski here, Olivia Zimmerman to my left. Olivia, you go down to Midstate on Saturday the 14th, you get free tacos. Why not, right? I might even go. I could always use some adult learning. But you get to go down there and just get a campus tour and eat some tacos. I don't see anything wrong with that. Tacos are always good. Always room for tacos in my life. As a matter of fact, I came here yesterday and stopped at the concession stand and had super nachos, which is pretty much the same thing as a taco. It's just in a million pieces. And everything else is the same. So, yeah, get down to Midstate Saturday, December 14th for Taco Bout It. Free tour and tacos. So second half is here. Nakusa, a couple of things to get back into this game. One, got to put the clamps on number 3, Nathan Gibbs. And good luck. A lot of teams come in with that kind of attitude. This will go as a foul on Eric Mock. Well, that's job number 1. Defensively, we got to lock down. He's at 16 now. If we can end him at 20, that'll be a job well done on Nathan Gibbs defensively in the second half. And then our top scorers and others have to go to work. But Hughes with the ball now. Nash Kirchmar, as Hughes got pushed from behind, made the basket anyway. He was obviously pushed from behind on the shot, no whistle. But, sometimes you just don't see everything out there. So 10th point, double digits now for Jaden Hughes. So, yeah, Hughes, Kirchmar, and others are going to need to find 10 extra points. And if you're going along with my math and you say, okay, we're going to allow Gibbs 4 points in the second half, well, there's half of your allowance right there. Gibbs scores. And Tranel steals it away from Kirchmar. Turning the other way. Outside, Beck, 3 off the back iron and off the guide wire and out of bounds. Timmy Tranels, he gets running down the floor. You got the mullet going behind him. I don't know about you, Olivia. I'm not a big fan of the mullet, but some people are, and that's fine. I don't really say what kind of hairstyle somebody should wear because I've wore the same one for 40 years. It's not going to change. It's never changed. Actually, there may have been a year in my life around middle school. I parted it in the middle, and my hair hurt when I did that. Hughes 3, no. A rebound from Lisi. Yeah, sometimes my wife will touch my hair, and the part goes the wrong way. The hair and it hurts. It's uncomfortable when that happens. So I'm never going to tell anybody about their hair. Hughes may have stepped on a foot of one of the Port Edwards players. Play on. And rims in and out. Offensive rebound. Again, another offensive rebound for these Blackhawks. All alone, a miss. Lisi, though, not able to capitalize. They left Lisi alone as he kicked it back out. The defense flowed to the ball. Lisi standing there, not able to convert on the layup. Still a 10-point game. Here's Vega with it on the wing. Vega takes Lisi. Lisi, good defense there. Kirchmar launches a 3. Got it. Kirchmar with 8. I believe those are the keys to the game. You gotta keep Gibbs to a minimum number in the second half. Top scorers Hughes, Kirchmar, and they got to fill it up, and then others got to come along. Nobody boxed out Gibbs. Gets his own rebound on the drive, and he's fouled. Foul's going to go on Gray Gersmeal. And Gray, really nothing else he could do there. It's offensive rebound. That wasn't his box out to make, but offensive rebound. For the best in recreational or hunting properties in Wisconsin, call Brian Roosh and Whitetail Properties. Just share your goals, and Brian can tell you where and how to make it a reality. 715-213-4468. That's 715-213-4468. a whitetail property. Still time to get your whitetail. Gun season, as we all know, does happen to end tomorrow, but others follow. For me, it'll be back to archery. I know some will get the muzzle loader or other things. For me, it just goes right back to archery. I'm going to see about a deer tomorrow. We'll see. I've become not a fan of the rifle season. Too many Elmer Fuds out there for my money. There's Gibbs, speaking of money. Three-pointer. Went out a couple times during gun. Not really much cracking out there. Last few days, awfully warm. A lot of people that believe in deer movement and weather and all that, they kind of, deer don't move in the warmth. Well, deer got to eat. Deer eat 4 to 5 times a day, so they're going to eat no matter the temperature or what. You're just not going to eat because it's too warm outside? Not likely. But anyway, whitetail properties, so still time. Vega misses on the front end. Vega will shoot another. With so much of our lives riding on the internet these days, choosing a provider you can rely on has become more important than ever. As a local company, Solaris sees their customers as neighbors and not just numbers. You can trust their fiber delivers the fastest, most reliable, and advanced internet experience in town. Visit Solaris.net to get started. 3 from Kirchmar comes up short. Hughes with the rebound. Here's Best, mid-range, short. A rebound brought down by Mock. So one of the few second chances for Nakusa, not able to capitalize. Tranel has that one stolen by Hughes. Kirchmar will bring it up. We're 4 minutes in. We've not changed anything. It's a 10-point lead at the half. Still a 10-point game. Kirchmar to Best. Best will line up a 3, too strong. Offensive rebound to Vega. Vega will hit or will launch from there. No good. Rebound by Beck. Beck hesitation at the three-point line. Gibbs left alone. Vega catches up with him. Gibbs gets it right back. Crosses over Vega. Stuck in the lane. Kick out. Tranel. 3. No, yes. Boy, that one just sat on the heel. I called it no. I thought that was going to ricochet back out off back iron. But it had a soft landing on the heel of the rim. Kirchmar all the way to the rack. Gibbs now. Vega closes out on him. Tranel left alone for 3. In and out. Offensive rebound, then ripped away by Best. Mock had the offensive rebound. Now here comes Hughes. Hughes gets it tapped away, and then they're going to call a foul on Nathan Gibbs. Made a Custom Apparel in Stevens Point provides quality decorated apparel from your hometown schools and summer teams to corporate and team outings, along with promotional items and sporting goods. Along with our special game day sponsor, Wisconsin River Orthopedics encourages you to stop living with the pain. Come see them and let's get you back to living your life to the fullest. For joint pain, rehabilitation, urgent care, and more, come to Wisconsin River Orthopedics in Wisconsin Rapids. And the change. Well, they did give that foul to Gibbs. Again, the scoreboard here says that's foul number 4 on Nathan Gibbs. I think somebody down there was counting 1 ahead. But either way, Nathan Gibbs on the bench. I believe he has 3. That brings Hayden Hewitt back in the game. This is Carson Orheim. Now Josh Tranel. Tranel stopped in the lane. Ball bounced and knocked away. Vega. Here goes Vega. Right hand up and 1. What a play. What balance there by Francisco Vega. Vega had an option. That option was to his right in the way of Braden Lochner. Didn't take the option and just took the shot himself. So basket's good after all that excitement, though. It's still a 9-point game. Now is the time you got to hit your free throws. If you're working on a comeback, you've got to come back from the free throw line, and Vega's free throw is no good. Or certainly a lot easier to make a comeback when you hit your free throws. Orheim. Oops. Now Hewitt. Hewitt got it poked away. Another steal. Vega tripped over his own player. That's Eric White Eagle. And Jaden Hughes there to clean it all up. And timeout on the floor. Coach Justin Beck is going to take a timeout as the lead has dwindled to 7. Back for more after this on Zaleski Sports.
Wisconsin River Orthopedics has been providing comprehensive care to Wood County for over 50 years. We offer urgent care for orthopedic pain and injuries, joint replacement, along with focused sports medicine care from evaluation to rehabilitation. Our facilities offer a spacious rehab center to get you back to doing what you love most, along with the latest technology in our ambulatory surgery center and a comfortable open MRI. Stop living with pain and limited range in your joints. Turn to Wisconsin River Orthopedics and get back to the way life is meant to be.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
46-39 on the Port Edwards timeout. Get reset offensively does Coach Justin Beck and his Blackhawks. Rustic Redefined provides a boutique shopping experience with unique and affordable clothing and accessories to fit your individual style. Shop Rustic Redefined on 8th Street in Wisconsin Rapids. So Nathan Gibbs again on the bench in foul trouble. Here into Orheim. Orheim turns and not able to connect. Rebound tipped out, brought down by Lochner. Here's Pash. Best inside to Lochner, right back out to Best. Best, three-pointer on the way, got it! That's a big one for the Papermakers. Just a 4-point game. Port Edwards has led by as many as 11. Ball fake, step back, Tranel, good. Josh Tranel with some nice moves. He's been to basketball camp before. Hughes now, left side, step back, two-pointer, long two. Hewitt will pick up the ball. Orheim, Hughes with a quick closeout, then leaves him. Orheim in and out. Nearly hit the three-pointer, did Orheim. Rebound brought down by White Eagle. Nakusa down by 6. Opportunity to cut into the deficit here. Here's Hughes. Hughes in the lane. Fadeaway right-handed shot was short. So on that fadeaway, you lose power. Hesitation by Tranel. Now Orheim. Wing, Beck. Beck now in the lane. He'll shoot from there. Best was in his face. Hughes and the Papermakers turn back to our left. Under 10 to play. This consolation game in the 38th annual Cranberry Classic. White Eagle, now Best. Best gets a screen from Hughes. Hughes rolled, nothing working there. Long jumper from Pash is good. So Jordan Pash, okay. So again, the recipe for the comeback. Hold Gibbs to a minimal amount of points. He scored 6 in the half. I thought 4, but he scored 4 would have been the goal for me. That's what I would have told my players. But he's on 6, but he's on the bench, so that's an advantage for Nakusa. And then your scorers and everybody has got to score, and they have at least begun to. As a travel there, we'll turn the ball back over to Nakusa. Thanks to our game day sponsors, Rapid Sheet Metal, Sparhawk Trucking, and Scott Krug Realty. Along with Mobile Link in Wisconsin Rapids, your go-to for car and boat services, including window tinting, remote start, and accessorizing. I know I heard Steve say this earlier, and it bears repeating. Remote start, now's the time to get it. Yeah, it's been 50 for the last couple days. But you get that remote start, it's going to be 0 before you know it. And that remote start, your car will be nice and toasty warm with the click of a button on your keychain. Go to Mobile Link for that. So Vega on the inbound. Kirchmar back in the game. He'll bring it up. Nash Kirchmar with 10. Inside, Vega in the lane, no. And ball tipped around, and Vega's going to get it back. Off of their defense was Port Edwards, best with the shot fake, then too strong on the pull-up. Thought Nakusa had an opportunity there as Port Edwards was out of their defensive shape. Papermakers not able to find points on that. Now here's a 3 on the way from Beck. Timber! Brendan Beck. Needed points there for the Blackhawks, now up by 7. It was beginning to tilt in favor of Nakusa for the last, say, 8 minutes real time, last few minutes of game time. Still with the opportunity, still with Nathan Gibbs on the bench. Again, scores table has him with 4 fouls. As I say it, Coach Beck looks to the bench, looks at Gibbs, and then keeps walking down the line. So no subs coming in yet. Ball tipped around, be chased down by Best, and then it's going to be a backcourt violation. Turnover back to Port Edwards. A chance for Port Edwards. Come down and score here and increase this lead. Again, it had ballooned to as many as 11. Trimmed to as little as 4. 7-point lead now for the Blackhawks. Orheim spun around to Tranel. Tranel baseline drive, and he's fouled by Gersmeal on his way in. That'll be the 5th team foul for Nakusa here in the half. As we see Eric Mock come back in. A round of applause for Carson Orheim. 3rd foul on Gersmeal here in this one. I think Gersmeal's played some quality minutes here today. Been pretty good defensively, able to clean up the glass a couple times. And has a three-pointer. Here's Vega. Finger roll, no good. I bet when they go back and watch this later, Coach will tell Francisco Vega, just take that strong. Take it straight to the rack. Speaking of, there's a layup by Lisi. Second bucket of the night for Blake Lisi. And the lead is back to 9. Best at the free throw line will launch and hit. First ordinary field goal for Best. Had a couple of three-pointers prior to that one. He's got 8. Crossover of Kirchmar. Kirchmar takes Lisi and 1 for Nash Kirchmar. Strong take from Kirchmar. Substitution coming in for Port Edwards. Spectrum Benefit Solutions with offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. Again, part of that comeback recipe are free throws, and that free throw made. Timeout on the floor. Nakusa's going to take the timeout. Deficit has been trimmed to 4. 6:44 left to play after this on Zaleski Sports.
Rustic Redefined is the area's boutique clothing store for women and children. You'll find a personalized shopping experience with unique and trendy styles to choose from. Rustic Redefined specializes in affordable clothes and accessories with red carpet service. Find your individual style at Rustic Redefined on 8th Street South in Wisconsin Rapids and Rustic Redefined on Facebook.
back here in Wisconsin Rapids. 6:44 to play. 4-point game. Second time that the Papermakers have come to within 4 here in the second half. Again, it was a 10-point lead, 37-27 at the half for Port Edwards. Nathan Gibbs back on the floor. Again, scores table says he has 4 fouls. Josh Tranel able to keep that pivot foot down. Here's Tim Tranel now. Back out. 3 on the way from Mock. Timber! Eric Mock. There's a needed bucket for Port Edwards. First points of the day for Mock. I'm sorry, he hit a free throw earlier. First field goal of the day for Mock. Here's Hughes, a long 3, too strong. Gibbs with the rebound. There goes Mock all the way to the rack, up and in. So back-to-back buckets now for Eric Mock. And just like that, a 9-point game. Feed down low to Vega. Yeah, nice. Nice dime there from Gersmeal. So in double digits now, Francisco Vega, he's got 11. 3 double-digit scores for Nakusa as Gibbs is fouled. Kirchmar, Hughes, and Vega all in double digits. They say Gibbs was in the act of shooting, so a pair of free throws coming up now for Nathan Gibbs. Gibbs on the first off back iron, no good. Nathan Gibbs, for all that he's done here, 2 for 5 though from the free throw line. He's got 22, now 23. Inside to Vega. Vega got that one blocked. That one blocked by Logan Parker. And then loose ball foul on Nakusa. So Papermakers foul their 5th. It was foul charged on Vega. They say that his first. Looked inside to Parker. Now he gets it. See if they go back to Parker here. He's got height. It's a mismatch inside on White Eagle. Parker now rotates. Now comes, sets up on the block. He's got about 8 inches on White Eagle. Parker listed at 6'7". I don't have any measurements for the Nakusa players. Long rebound. Another offensive rebound for the Blackhawks. Here's Beck. Gibbs able to corral it. Now in they come to Parker. Parker turns. No. Offensive rebound, yes. And Logan Parker has earned himself a pair of free throws. Zach's Technology in downtown Wisconsin Rapids is your go-to for residential and commercial computer repair, custom-built desktops, off-site backup, and mobile repair. Look to Zach's Technology. Parker hits on the first. And rolls the second one in. So a couple of nice free throws there from Logan Parker. 10-point game. Again, Papermakers had it at 4 twice. Just coming out of the last timeout, had it at 4. Ball given away by Hughes. Here's Mock with it. Entry pass to Parker. Parker backs down White Eagle. And good. Giving up 8 inches. That's a tough job. Maybe even 9 inches. Tough job. Here's Kirchmar from the elbow, no good. Rebound ripped down by Gibbs. Under 4 to play. 12-point lead for the Blackhawks, their largest of the game. Port Edwards looks to take this consolation game. That was their result last year in this tournament. Gibbs, 25 feet away, now in the lane. Down to Parker, the dime, and good. Gave him the assist a little bit too soon, but Logan Parker makes me right. Assist by Gibbs, and timeout on the floor. It's a 14-point lead for the Blackhawks. Their fans cheer in approval here on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggleworms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Hi, this is Blake from Mobile Inc. I can tint your car, truck, or SUV. I even tint windshields with a film you can't see, but will reduce heat and glare by 43%. We've all seen those do-it-yourself tint jobs that turn purple and start bubbling all over. Not my work. Everything gets tinted by me and inspected before it rolls out the door, including a lifetime warranty. Call Blake at Mobile Inc. to schedule your appointment today. 715-424-5432.
All right, 3:25 to play here as we come down to the end of this one. And Jason Zaleski, Olivia Zimmerman. Here's Hughes for 3, good. That one had a crisp, clean look right on the release. So Hughes with 15. You got the feeling here Nakusa's not going to be able to let Port Edwards score here to finish off. They're down by 11. So again, just comeback recipe. That's what I'm here for. Just give you kind of the setup, the concept, the idea, the theory. And it's going to be a foul on Gibbs. And so now we're going to see if the scorer's table's right. They had him with 4. So if this is a foul on Gibbs, it's his 5th. And it is. So foul number 5 on Nathan Gibbs. He has fouled out of this game, so he'll finish at 23 points and gets a round of applause as he exits. So Nathan Gibbs on the DQ, the Dairy Queen, but he does have 23. Here's Hughes, another 3, no good. Rebound, though, out to Best. So a chance now for Nakusa without the game's top player on the floor. Orheim with the rebound. But as I was about to say, the recipe for a comeback here, you really can't let Port Edwards score. As timeout on the floor, it is a full timeout, so we'll take that. We'll take a 30-second break. 65-54 Port Edwards on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Don't let pain or mobility issues keep you from enjoying life. Let our physical therapy doctors and our staff at Roberts Physical Therapy help you recover your ability to move easily and live free of aches and pains, providing effective individual treatment plans. Whether you're experiencing problems with balance and mobility, you're experiencing pain in your low back, or you're dealing with any other physical challenges, we'll take care of you. For more information on how we can service your needs, contact us today.
All right, back to Wisconsin Rapids, 65-54. So again, it's an 11-point situation, 2:25 left. So there is some time. So let's go through the recipe here. Port Edwards, if you're Nakusa, you got to hold Port Edwards scoreless for the final 2:25, and then you've got to make points every trip down. So tall task, but you've dug yourself an 11-point hole. So this is the job that you have left for yourselves. If you're Port Edwards, do this. You're going to run the clock. No shot clock in the state of Wisconsin, and that is a mistake. But there is no shot clock in Wisconsin high school basketball, and Hughes will come out and foul. So. With that now being apparent that Port Edwards, Coach Justin Beck, is going to use the clock. And I suppose, those are the rules that we have, right? No shot clock. So conceivably, you could just stand there at half court with the ball and let 2:06 melt away. That's why the shot clock is needed, folks. But conversation for a different day. We had an opportunity a couple of years ago for a vote, and the cowards voted no. According to me. A yes vote was the right vote there. Kirchmar with the foul, and that will send Port Edwards to the line. So this is going to be Josh Tranel, 1-1. So now, again, a little bit out of your control now, Nakusa. Now all you can do is hope that Port Edwards misses the free throws. You can stop them from scoring field goals, but now you got to hope that they can't make a free throw. If you're looking for a comeback, if you are a fan of Nakusa, if you are Port Edwards, you do that. You make your free throws, you take advantage of your opportunity. Nice free throw there from Josh Tranel. So, yeah, Port Edwards obviously in the catbird seat and have played themselves into this spot. Played well. Tranel, free throw, good. I know at some point between games we'll have our winning coach come up here to the press box and chat with us about the pair of games they played here in Wisconsin Rapids. And we'll talk to, at this point, it's Coach Justin Beck. Talk to Coach Justin Beck between games about the pair of games he's played here in Wisconsin Rapids and what the season outlook is. We'll kind of get a season preview from Coach Beck. So don't go anywhere between games. Keep your device on. I don't know, you're watching on a phone or a tablet, computer, or a TV. A lot of you are watching on TVs these days. That's good. That's good practice. Free throw from Orheim was good, and the second rims in and out. But for Carson Orheim, you get in the scorebook, you got your first point. That one's going to be thrown out of bounds. Substitution coming in. It'll be Orheim out. Mock in. Long pass. And a shot. And the shot taken by Mock. I was surprised on the run out. Port Edwards didn't circle that back out, but it's going to result in a couple of free throws for Eric Mock. A couple of shooting foul. So 2 free throws upcoming. And first is good. So Port Edwards closing this one out from the free throw line. 15-point game. Again, it was a 4-point situation twice in this half. And give credit to Port Edwards for muscling up, digging deep, and now pulling away. And the white towel waved by Coach Steve Genrich, as he has brought all the reserves off the bench. And Justin Beck thinking about a couple subs, but it looks like he's got all of his, let's see here. He's got 1 starter left on the floor. That's number 2, Brendan Beck. And a sub waiting at the scorer's table, so it'll be all reserves on both sides at the next dead ball. Take here from Gersmeal, no good. A rebound brought down by Hewitt. .60 seconds left. Again, I would suspect that championship game is going to start about 8 o'clock. Again, we're going to keep the feed live, so there's nothing you need to do except for just keep this going. Those of you waiting for Columbus Assumption championship game here at the Cranberry Classic on the boys' side. It's also the championship game on the girls' side earlier today. We showed those highlights to you at halftime. If you missed, hey, sucks to be you, right? No. You go out right now to Zaleski Sports Wisconsin Rapids on Facebook and watch those highlights, as the kids say, on demand, or as I say, at your leisure. You watch it. You can watch it multiple times. You watch it today, tomorrow, the next day, a couple times tonight. Shot there, short. And I'm sorry I don't have a 21 on my roster. Could be Jeremiah Dye on the JV side, but don't have a 21 on the varsity roster. Parker turned and score. 8 points today for Logan Parker. But final seconds going to tick off the clock here in this consolation game. Shot at the buzzer was going to be good, but the shot was missed. And we have reached our conclusion here on this consolation boys basketball game here at the 38th Annual Cranberry Classic, as Port Edwards takes down Nakusa 72-54. Let's take a commercial break. We'll take a commercial break, give some time for Justin Beck, Port Edwards head coach. He's going to come up here and talk to us right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. Start your classes and get your degree right here, or transfer to your 4-year.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. In person at 4 convenient campuses, online or a hybrid.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here for your Career Accelerator Certificate, a quick way to get ahead in your career.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here.
Register to start this spring.
Get started at mstc.edu.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
All right, back here at Wisconsin Rapids, as promised, here with Port Edwards boys basketball coach Justin Beck. Coach, you get the win today. I think that's probably most important, so let's talk about that. 72-54 final score. You had a 10-point lead at the half. They were able to cut it down to 4 twice. How did you and the guys pull through in the second half?
We just talked about our defensive assignments and where we were lacking and where they were
attacking us and trying to address how we're helping off the ball on Hughes and on Kirchmar and showing when those guys were traveling down the lane to get a nice look or kick out, we just had to know where they are. And just a little reminder for the guys is usually what it takes. So
it's got to be nice when your top scorer fouls out, but he still pockets 23. Now, obviously you're gonna go through some film, and you're gonna help Nathan through some of the contact and some of the other things today. But what does that say about your team, where you can have a guy in foul trouble and still pick up 18-point win or whatever it was? 18-point win.
Yeah, no, it is. This is the first year in a few years we have the depth and experience to go along with it. So we know that we're going to see a lot of things from other teams, and this, like a box and one or special defenses try to take away Nate, and it's really good to see the guys stepping up in the game when you don't have them. Between Tranel and Mock and other Tranel and Beck and Orheim, I mean, they did a good job. And then Logan Parker coming in for us, playing big down low. It was nice to see him finishing those buckets and getting his confidence up, because those are the guys we're going to need on the stretch. So it was good.
I don't know if you've got staff down there who was counting rebounds. I wasn't, but I mean, you dominated the glass, especially offensively. And for huge stretches in the first and second half, that's got to be such a luxury to be able to clean up the glass like you did today.
Yeah, Columbus taught us some lessons yesterday. They did a really good job of prepping us to crash the glass. And when we're as long as we are and as athletic as we are, we should be able to grab a lot of those rebounds. And the guys came out, and that was one point of emphasis starting at halftime yesterday's game is we need to own the glass, and you got to take pride in it. And they did.
You brought me right into my next question, Coach. You start off here playing the number one team in all the land in Division 5. What did you and the guys learn, besides rebounding? What did you and the guys learn in a game like that to start a season against a team of that caliber?
The pace of the game that they're going to bring and the energy and the level that they're at, that actually it taught us a lot. Like, you got to be prepared from tip to tip, and they're going to come after you. And their ability to shoot the ball with multiple guys. I think they had 4 people with multiple three-pointers yesterday, closing out on the shooters, identifying where they are, communication on defense. I say boxing now, even though we're heads and shoulders taller than them, but they do such a good job of crashing the offensive rebound that it really helped us identify some of the weaknesses we weren't addressing in practices the first few weeks here. So
I got in trouble last year at this tournament for saying this, so I might as well just say it again and get in trouble here right away. I mean, Columbus, you're going to play other teams too during the season. Your team's pretty sound, but I mean, a team like Columbus, just textbook. They're fundamental. They do all the right things, and they're a little boring at times, which is a compliment, and is what I meant last year. But what that means is they're so sound that a team like that can kind of lull you to sleep at times. So how long, and I guess this is such a hypothetical question, you may not even have an answer for it, but how long can you keep a game like that on your film review during the season? Or in the memory banks?
I mean, it'll stay in there, because we're going to pick at it here right away and try to pick out some of the things that we need to address right away. But we'll look at it this week, and we'll try to address some things as we get into conference play that we can learn from it. But both teams are going to change drastically, and even Columbus, being as good as they are, he's gonna have them churned up and different. So even if we were going to be seeing them halfway through the season or towards the end of the season, or fortunate enough that both of us meet, they're going to be 2 completely teams. So I would say probably a week or so, and it'll always be in the film if somebody wants to look at it. But as far as learning from it, I think we're going to be a much different team in 2 weeks than we are right now. So
we okay to keep you for a couple more minutes?
Sure.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just remind the audience, how many years you've been coaching varsity basketball here at Port Edwards, and what keeps you coming back every year?
So this is my 4th season, and it's definitely the kids. They're a lot of fun to be around, and you start to learn that more and more. I don't have a ton of years under my belt like some of the coaches do, but these seniors are my first freshmen that I had, and just the relationships that you build with those kids is pretty awesome. And I'm a competitive guy, and the competition's right there for me, so I like it. I enjoy it. That keeps me going for sure. So
Yeah, as we look through the roster, players and staff, we got some families, right? We got some Tranels, Becks, Gibbs. What's that like, playing through and handling all the family dynamics that come with a team sport like this?
Well, it's definitely different because we all know each other. We've known each other for years. I mean, since we started youth basketball and Sunday skill sessions and the whole 9 yards. But it definitely can be a little testy at practice sometimes, between players and cousins and brothers and coaches and players. But you hope that it helps build the toughness, when they get down the stretch, because a lot of times maybe somebody besides family won't push you like somebody in family will, or close friends, or I hope that me as a coach that I push my kid in the right way, or anybody's kid in the right way. And same with Dave being a coach and having kids. I mean, they unfortunately have a microscope on them at all times, and then they'll remind us of that every now and then, but yeah.
And you get the competition, the coaching sometimes continues at the dinner table too, so that's a whole different dynamic there. Let's talk about conference play. CWC South, have you and the guys talked about goals, conference championship, that type of thing?
Well, it's always our goal every year to win a conference championship. That's the first goal, first and foremost. I think we have a team here that can compete and get there. I think they have us listed as pre-ranked third in the conference, which we kind of like that. It gives us a little bit something to work at. But Pacelli's a solid team, at the top with Awi and the gang there. He's going to be a force to stop. So Shirk's got a crew to work with there. And Lamb always has Allman ready to go. Phillips, Lamb. I think Dernbach is playing right now. I'd heard that he was going to have surgery, but yeah, I mean, they'll be ready to go. And I mean, we're going to fall somewhere in there, but we're going to compete every night and give it our all. I know the conference is better than it was last year. It's definitely returned a ton of talent. So.
Let's just say, hypothetically, you don't win the state championship. Right? That's probably a goal. Let's just say that you don't. Only one can.
Right.
What makes a successful season for the Port Edwards Blackhawks?
Oh, well, that's a tough one, right? The success for us, obviously, if we start hitting some of our goals, if we do get a conference championship, that's a success in my eyes. If the guys come out and leave it on the floor at every week in and week out, and at the end of the season we can look back and say, hey, we couldn't do any more to be better than that, that's a successful season to me. For me, it's a success as long as I give them as much information as I can to be ready for each game. That's a success for me too. So,
Coach, let's wrap it up like this. I do this with all my preseason specials, and we're going to turn this into one. Home attendance, or road attendance too, for that matter. You had a pretty good crowd here. It wasn't that long ago we were telling people to stay out of the gym. So now, let's just remind people that not only should they be in the gym, but why it's so important to come and support you and the guys in person.
Oh, we love it. Absolutely love it. And, a lot of times coaching you might not hear, but we like the house rocking. It gets a bunch of energy to the kids. They love hearing the fans cheering, the pep bands playing, smelling the popcorn. That's what it's about here in the wintertime as we get into spring too, that type of feel. So that atmosphere is needed. It was missed a couple years ago, and we really like seeing it come back. So get out there, get in the gym, and cheer on your local team for sure.
We are in complete agreement, Coach.
Yes.
Best of luck this year.
Thank you very much.
Coach Justin Beck of the Port Edwards Blackhawks. And we'll let Coach go. We're going to fade our graphic back in. Get ready for the championship game, Assumption and Columbus, coming up in 15 minutes on Zaleski Sports. All right, here in Wisconsin Rapids, as we are just about ready to get this, there we go. Let's get that set now. Now that looks a lot better. Here in Wisconsin Rapids, the 38th annual Cranberry Classic. Jason Zaleski here, Olivia Zimmerman to my left, and it is Championship Saturday here at the Cranberry. On the girls' side, it was Assumption taking care of Columbus earlier this afternoon, and it's the same two schools. Now the boys will go at it for this 38th annual championship game here at Assumption Catholic High School. Thanks for joining on the broadcast. So we're about a half an hour early, so those of you watching right now, stop. Tell your friends, let them know, send them the link so they can watch. We've had some questions, and the answer is yes. We're going to start early here today. So let everybody know. We'd hate for them to miss any of the game, and starting early, we've always got that kind of a thing going on. How did they get here? Well, yesterday it was Columbus taking care of Port Edwards 80-74 in a very competitive, close, exciting game to watch. Those of you that were watching here in person or where you are right now, so Columbus 80, Port Edwards 74. We just saw Port Edwards win the Consolation game, 72-54 over Nakusa, who Assumption beat yesterday 64-54. So a 10-point win for Assumption over Nakusa, a 6-point win for Columbus over Port Edwards, and that has propelled both of these teams here in this championship game here tonight. And glad to be here. We've been part of this Cranberry Classic now for a few years, but boy, maybe more numbers than I know how to add up. But very happy to be a part of it, and happy to be here again tonight. We'll take a quick commercial break. We've got a special National Anthem presentation when we return on Zaleski Sports.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just to feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
All right, here in Wisconsin Rapids, National Anthem time. We've got a full display of colors brought to us by the Wisconsin Rapids Veterans of Foreign Wars, the Wisconsin Rapids VFW here to present colors, our national anthem, and all of our pregame announcements and other things to get us set up for this 38th annual championship game. So we'll turn it over to PA announcer Phil Hartley.
We now like to have a moment of silence for Mrs. Donna Austin, the mother of Jim Austin. Jim is a graduate of Assumption High School, and he and his wife Robin are very active at our Assumption schools. Thank you. Say the prayer. Father in heaven, we ask your blessing on the game we are about to play. Thank you for the opportunity to compete and bring out the best of each other. Please keep everyone safe from injury, harm, and disrespect. For our athletes, coaches, fans, and officials, give each of us the charity, humility, and courage to play, coach, cheer, and referee in a manner which is pleasing you. giving our absolute best for your glory and honor. Saint Michael the Archangel, pray for us. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Please remain standing. Join the singing of our national anthem this evening, led by Assumption graduate and current Miss Wisconsin Rapids, Maria Hartley.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets heard the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Everyone, please remain standing. Please remain standing until the color guard has left the building. Thank you, gentlemen. We're going to have a short tribute to Coach Bob Olson, who passed away earlier this year. The tribute to Bob will be done by Assumption alumni Mr. Pete Bride, who played for Bob at Assumption High School as well. Pete also went on to play for UW-Madison.
Hello. Being that next September, my class will be our 50th class reunion, so I'm sure there's a lot of you that don't know who we are, but it's a little payback. Coach Olson was a great athlete. He was the integral part of a 51 basketball championship for Lincoln High School, which is the only one. Hall of Fame in both baseball and basketball and lacrosse. And as his older years, one of his greatest accomplishments were, at the age of 68, if you're a golfer, everybody wants to shoot their age. And in 16 of the next 17 years, he did it, which is unbelievable competitor. Started at Cuba City for 4 years. He was a proud coach of the Marshfield Columbus Dons and took them to the state tournament. And here, 27 years. And basketball, obviously, he coached forever. He did it in golf and he did it in softball. And his key, and what I think he helped so many athletes in terms of motivating and learning how to compete. One of my things is if you play sports and they teach you how to compete, it doesn't matter how high you go, because you compete in health, you compete in your business, you compete in family things, and when you know how to compete, it's a wonderful thing. Primarily, he helped me. My life changed. I was a Badger. I was the captain of the Badger team. I was the Big Ten medal winner. And in reference on a payback, we're going to initiate a scholarship fund to an athlete from Assumption, boy or girl, and use it for their university scholarships. I'm proud to be a Royal. Good luck tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Rogers. Appreciate it. And now for this evening's starting lineups. First for the Dons. Junior, number 0, Evan Kaminsky. Junior, number 12, Charlie Moore. Junior, number 13, Blake Jacoby. Junior, number 22, Lucas Kirkwood. And junior, number 25, Cy Becker. Now for your Assumption Royals. Senior number 1, Frank Bacon. Senior number 3, Ryan Strong. Senior number 14, Jack Black. Senior number 20, Blake Senior number 24, Nick
All right, big thanks to Phil Hartley for filling us in on all the things that happened here in the pregame, including our starting lineups. And we are set for basketball here, this championship game, the 38th annual Cranberry Classic here at Assumption High School. And a champion will be crowned here in a matter of about 90 minutes or so, give or take. Opening tip goes to the Dons and Cy Becker. And one thing I'm going to say right away here, because I got to start lobbying for this, I think, now. These Dons unis are special. Here's Kreklau inside, and we are underway. And the reason I say that is I got to get me some. Somebody out there help me. Help Jace, help old Jace here. At least get some of those shorts. Those are just nice looking. And so that's going to be turned over on the walk by Loebner. I mean, those are spectacular. big fan. I've never seen these before. I don't know where they came from. If they were just invented yesterday, or if they're, it looks relatively modern, so I don't think it's something from 1958 or something like that. Moore, 3 and 1 on the three-pointer for Charlie Buckets Moore. What a shot from Moore.
Come on, guys, get the board.
Moore not able to convert on the rare 4-point play. Does have the three-pointer, though, to his credit. So a quick 5-0 lead here for the Dons. Shot is going to be long. Rebound brought down by Lieberg. Lieberg bounces a guy out of the way, and now Konieczny comes away with the board. Here come Konieczny and the Dons. Here's Jacoby. Floats now back outside. And there's going to be a hold called on Lieberg. So Lieberg with the grab. He grabbed Jacoby on his way through. They're real and they're spectacular. That's right. Seinfeld people unite. At least around me they do. Kreklau to inbound. And gets it into Moore. Moore with the headband to match, too. And listen, Charlie Moore is also Charlie Fashion. Everybody knows that. But he's got, you get the headband to match, the road grays. I mean, man, oh, man, I got to get me some. Somebody help old Jace out. At least the shorts. At least give me some shorts. I don't know, probably don't have much use for a basketball jersey anymore. You don't want this gun show walking around your neighborhood. So just the shorts. Here's Konechny in the lane. Outside, Becker, 3 on the way. No, too strong, and it's going to be a push from Krecklau. Olivia chuckling to my left. You don't get this from Steve, really. You know, Steve's funny in his own way. This is it's good. We got a great crew here at Zaleski Sports, and you get all the different things, all the different looks, all the different characters, personalities. Here's Klott now outside. Shot from Loebner, rattles in and out. Rebound Konechny. Still 5-0 Columbus. Konechny goes to work. Konechny off the glass, too strong. He and Klott collided. Incidental. Here Maytott, now to Lieberg. Shaw, back to Maytott. Now into Lieberg. Lieberg, short pass to Loebner. Reverse layup, no good. Krecklau with the rebound. Assumption comes out cold in through the first minute and a half. Or sorry, 2.5 now. Jeez, that was a fast 2.5 minutes. And Lieberg picks up his second foul. So right away, Nick is going to go have a seat. In will come Cade Stotts. Get crazy low pricing on toys at Fleet Farm going on right now. Save up to 50% on all toys, including top toy brands like Barbie, Melissa & Doug, Lego, and Nerf. Get everything you need at one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. Konechny into Jacoby. Jacoby baseline take. Spins, now fades, and another foul. It's going to be a couple of free throws coming up for Blake Jacoby. And that's already going to be the 4th foul of the half on the Royals. Get your next countertop Stone Island, or get your next countertop island or backsplash at Stone Innovations, the area's go-to for fabrication, design, and installation of such a great variety of stone products. Let Stone Innovations bring your home or business to the next level. Visit stoneinnovations.net. Jacoby into the scorebook on the free throw made. And the second from the pure shooting, Blake Jacoby, is good. And the first foul of the game on the Dons. That's going to be Cade Stotts going to the free throw line. Stotts to shoot a pair. And the first is good. Special thanks to our game day sponsor, Maddie Michaels. Maddie Michaels, First Weber Realtor of Marshfield, as Stotts hits on a pair. And the Royals are on the board. They do trail, though, 7-2. Becker in the lane, kick out to Moore. Back to Becker. Becker looks over the top of Schlafler. And it's going to be an offensive foul going the other way. Call that on Becker, perhaps? Yep, Cy Becker with the foul. So Royals back with the ball. They have been cold shooting from the floor here through the first handful of minutes. Kick ball, it'll come back to this side. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Get a free quote from Carrie Van Hurt State Farm on auto, homeowners, renters, and more. For both Wisconsin Rapids and Marshfield residents, find Carrie Van Hurt State Farm on Facebook to get started. Ball worked around to Shaw. Shaw got Edwards in the air, not able to convert. Putback, no good. And Becker grabs the rebound. Stotts had a chance at the putback. Quickly down to Moore, now Jacoby. Jacoby at the elbow, back out to Moore. Moore had a and one three-pointer just moments ago. Here's Moore spinning in the lane and good. 9-2 Dons. First 4 minutes of action here in this 38th annual Cranberry Classic Championship game. Nice move there by Schlafer. Not able to connect. Here's Jacoby. Stops and moved his feet. Yep, he traveled. Purple Mountain Solutions is your go-to partner in assisting with all facets of your supply chain. Whether purchasing, warehousing, or transportation in the public, private, medical sector, you know you can depend on Purple Mountain Solutions to get it there safely and efficiently. Entry pass to Stotts. He's fouled by Becker. So 2 more free throws coming up for Cade Stotts. He hit the first 2 just a few moments ago. Now back to the free throw line for Cade. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best with locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Or learn more at nicolaybank.com. Stotts off front iron. So Becker will leave with 2 fouls. In comes Cal Burkhauser. Stotts, free throw good. So 3 for 4 from the stripe is Stotts. He's got 3. 9-3 Columbus. Edwards. Now Konechny rises. Timber! Emmett Konechny. The Dons' sharp shooters are out tonight. Schlafler inside to Stotts. Stotts turns, wheels, no, and rebound Edwards. Outlet to Moore. Here comes Charlie Buckets. Now Burkhauser. Jacoby. Dons wheel around the outside, setting screens, looking for the open shooter. And Jacoby tests the baseline. Good defense there by Wiedemeyer. Jack Wiedemeyer. Number 10 in white. Moore left alone. 3 on the way. No good. A rebound for Ryan Shaw. Here comes Schlaffer. Entry pass to Stotts. Bounce back out to Matot. Now Schlaffer. 3, no. Jacoby with the rebound. Well, my apologies, Schlafer. JT Schlafer in white. Wears 11. Here's Konechny now with Shaw in tow. Konechny takes him, jump stop, up, and 1! Emmett Konechny. On the jump stop, able to get to the rack and good. Find your next career path with just a phone call to Express Employment Professionals. Locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. No matter where you are in central Wisconsin, save yourself some time and find your next employer at expresspros.com. As I mentioned, Don's sharpshooters from the field and the free throw line. 14-3 lead here early, and Konechny makes my statement factual. Thank you, Emmett, for backing me up. So Royals with work to do here early. 6 minutes off the clock. They trail by 12. Shaw able to weave through traffic, and then we get a whistle from under the basket. And this is going to be a foul, I believe, on Jacoby. It'll be the 5th Columbus foul. Both teams now with 5.5. And it is the first on Blake Jacoby. Dan and Prentice checking out the broadcast. Dan from Chicago, I was told. So checking us out from the Windy City. Too bad for the Illini, Dan. Purdue didn't do you any favors. Stotts turn with no shot and walk. So turnover. Pretty much a full house here in Wisconsin Rapids tonight. And again, looks like a pretty good audience online. We started about 15 minutes early. This is tip time. Well, tip time is still minus 3 minutes scheduled. But we were running early through the JV game, so we decided let's just rock. And I say we, it's the tournament host. I was in agreement though. I said, yeah, let's do that. I was asked, so good courtesy there. It's Konechny will shoot a pair. Konechny's first is up and good. H&S Manufacturing in Marshfield is hiring. H&S offers top wages along with a very generous benefits package. Get health, dental, life, disability, 401k, cash bonus, $2 shift bonus, and vacation that has you earning it on your first day. Looking for welders, painters, assemblers, both first and second shift. Apply online at hsmfgco.com. That's H&S Manufacturing of Marshfield. Konechny good on a pair. He's got 9. Leads all scores. Here Lieberg back in the game with the 2 fouls. Got that pass tipped. Klott comes down with it. Back to Lieberg. Now Shaw. Shaw crossed over Matt Konechny, and then a walk. Back-to-back possessions for Assumption, traveling violation. But, yeah, very proud of the attendance here. This makes me smile. Good crowd here. It's just way more fun with people in the gym. Those that were on Cootie's Lord a couple years ago, I'm glad that's done. Because that was ridiculous. Here we go, Jacoby. It was, though. Edwards. Now Mack and Emmett, the Konechny brothers, and a moving screen is going to be the call on the Duns. I believe that was Edwards that was on the move. We'll see. Yep, Edwards with the moving screen. So ball turned back over to Assumption. Now Lieberg, quick pass. No, nice feed, the dish to Maytot. First field goal made of the night for the Royals, and nearly 8 minutes in. Konechny bounce pass that was telegraphed to Shaw. Shaw with the steal, and then Mack's going to get the foul. So a little frustration, and he's going to go over and talk to Coach, who happens to be Dad in this case. And we're going to get a timeout. Timeout on the floor. The Royals will take it. Columbus leads 17-5 on Zaleski Sports.
At Nicolet Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolet Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolet Bank. Real people, real conversations.
17-5 our score here. Still early in this one. Just about 8 minutes off of our first half clock. Columbus in the lead. Assumption with just one made field goal here in the early goings. Thanks to our game day sponsors, Hawkins Ash, Woodfield Inn and Suites, and Rem's Funeral Home. We come back to a Maytot 1-1. And the one stays 1. Rebound by Burkhauser. Jacoby. Back to Burkhauser. In the corner to Edwards. Up top now is Emmett. Emmett left all alone for 3. Timber! Hand down, man down, and Konechny fills it up. He's got 12. Klott in the backcourt. Gets it across the timeline to Lieberg. Lieberg now takes a dribble. Jump stop. Ball fake there from Loebner. Not able to do anything with it. Now in comes to Lieberg. Kicked back out. Maytot. 3. Gone! Francis Maytot with a pair of field goals. He's got 5. 12-point game. Emmett. Konechny. Rack. No, they say on the floor. So on the floor, but Emmett will go to the free throw line for a 1-1 as the Royals are over the limit. Seven fouls now on each side. Konechny will work from the free throw line. Crystal Finishing Systems is a family-owned business now hiring for both their Weston and Mosney locations with openings manufacturing, fabrication, management, customer service, and so much more. Join the Crystal Finishing team. Learn more at crystalfinishing.com. So Konechny makes good on the front end. Now earns a bonus free throw. And the second for Konechny is as pure as all the rest of them have been. He is now 6 for 6 from the free throw line. He's got a game-high 14. Lieberg nearly had that one taken away by Konechny, and then a travel as Loebner left without the bounce. We'll see Isaac Moritz come into game for the first time. Cal Burkhauser will come out. A team loaded with juniors, but Isaac Moritz, senior, and the only senior available today, Grant Olson, still working out a preseason injury. He sits on the bench as a senior as of now. It's a junior-heavy team and a very talented team. The Dons are ranked number 1 in Division 5. Tough task here today for the Royals. Here's Edwards, left alone, 3 on the way, just off the front of the rim, no good. Konechny battled for the rebound, and it'll be last off of number 0 in gray. Royals ball. Here's Shaw with it. Back to Widmeyer. Skip pass to Loebner. In the short corner, left alone was Maytot. Nobody saw him, including the Royals, and instead it's Widmeyer with a 3. So all's well that ends well for the Royals that trip down. Moore now looks over the top of Widmeyer, gives off to Edwards. Edwards back to Moore. 12-footer, rolls it in. May have been more in the realm of a 15-footer. Either way, mid-range jump shot for Charlie Buckets is good. Maytot now outside Loebner, and Loebner stepped. The 4th traveling violation for the Royals here in the first 10 minutes of play. So JT Schlafer back in. Out goes Loebner. He'll talk to Coach Josh Pultz. If I didn't say this before, I didn't do the opening starting lineup. So Assumption coached by Josh Pultz, Columbus coached by Joe Konechny. And Phil Hartley may have mentioned that in the starting lineup, so I left the duties to our PA announcer. Konechny, rise, fire, just off to the right. Moore. Now Jacoby. Jacoby in the lane. Konechny back out to Moore. Shot fake from Charlie. Edwards, 3, timber! Alex Edwards. Alex Edwards, prolific soccer goal scorer for these Dons. But he counts by 1s in the fall, now counting by 3s in the winter. And timeout. Coach Josh Pultz has called the timeout. We will do the same. Columbus out to a big lead with 7:23 left, 27-11 on Zaleski Sports.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in-network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
Back to Wisconsin Rapids, 38th annual Cranberry Classic. This is the boys' championship game. It was Assumption over Columbus in the girls' championship game earlier. Those highlights available right now on Facebook at Zaleski Sports Wisconsin Rapids. So check those out on Facebook, and they'll be available in some other places tomorrow. And then a 5-second call out of the timeout. Schlafer couldn't pull the trigger, and a 5-second call is going to turn the ball back over to the Dons. Sharp shooting, number 1 ranked team in all the land. Doesn't need a whole lot of help, but the Royals have given a lot of help to the Dons here in this first half. Edwards on the drive and a errant pass out of bounds. So Royals going to have to go on a run here, one would think. Final 7 minutes of the half, or at least start to put some consistency together offensively, and that may help a bit. That's going to be a foul on Moritz. So Isaac Moritz will pick up his first. It's going to send Lieberg to the line for a 1-and-1 with the clock stopped. As we talked about in our consolation game, a comeback attempt is successful with made free throws. So you can work on them right now if you're Nick Lieberg. And shot is up and rolls in. But you look back through the history of comebacks and you see high free throw shooting percentages. And that one will bounce in. So 2 made free throws for Lieberg, and he's got the right idea. 14-point game, under 7 to play in the first half. Entry pass into Moritz, back out to Edwards. Edwards will take Lieberg to the hole, give it off to Moore. 3, off the back iron, no good. Whistle, and we're going the other way. And that'll be another one on Moritz. So Moritz picks up 2 quick fouls. Columbus now 9 fouls in the half. And should there be a free throw here? And yes is the answer. So this will be Schlafer to the free throw line. Loose ball foul. 9 team fouls, so 1 and 1. And Emma Konechny off the bench. Come back in. Moritz will head out with 2 fouls. So Schlafer yet to find the scoring column, has a chance here. His Royals trail by 14, and the free throw rattles home. Schlafer's first was good. Now the bonus free throw is also good. Royals 7 of 9 from the free throw line, so pretty good. Something to work on, something to continue working with if you're Coach Paltz and the Assumption Royals. Jacoby's drive stopped by Widmeyer. Nicely defended by Widmeyer. Now the loose ball. And what do we have here? Boy, long time before the whistle, we get the jump ball, and it's arrow to the Royals. It's a long time on the floor. Nobody knows potatoes in Wisconsin quite like Heartland Farms. With roots in Amherst and now based in Hancock, this 5th-generation potato and vegetable farm produces many varieties of chipping potatoes, currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. Learn more about the best in the potato business at heartland.farm. That's heartland.farm. Here's Shaw. Shaw on the take. Layup is good. So Ryan Shaw with his first bucket tonight. 10-point game. Here's Jacoby. Spins. Kick out to Mack. Moore. Edwards. Edwards fires off the back rim. No good. Rebound Shaw. Here come the Royals. And Maytot. Now entry to Lieberg. Lieberg works on Edwards. Now here's Shaw in the lane. Shaw runs over the defender. Blake Jacoby. Offensive foul. Team foul number 8. That's the second on Shaw. But offensive foul, no free throws, even though it is team foul number 8. So Konechny and the Dons come down. They hang on to that 10-point lead. They've led double digits for a long time. It's 12-2 and have carried that double-digit lead since then. Here's Konechny. Konechny works on Widmeyer, launches the 3. That missed to the right. Rebound brought down by Maytot. Here's Shaw, left alone. 3-pointer on the way, short. Lieberg rebound. Back up, good. Nick Lieberg with a timely basket and a Columbus timeout. Royals cut into the lead. They trail by 8. Under 5 left in the first on Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
27-19 here as we play with under 5 left in the first half. Championship game of the 38th annual Cranberry Classic. Emma Konieczny leads all scorers with 14. Frances Maytott with 5 for the Royals. Assumption with 8 team fouls. Columbus with 9 in the half. Kind of smells like a lot of free throws coming down as I say that. It's going to be a foul on Widmeyer. Oh, an offensive foul. So never mind. So that's the second foul on Edwards, a moving screen. So out of the Columbus timeout, Royals get the ball. Shaw will bring it up. Again, Royals trail by 8. But have cut the deficit to single digits anyway. Lieberg cuts. Ball loose, brought down by Moore. Here's Konieczny now. Konieczny to the hole and good. 16 for Emmett. Lieberg outside, 3 on the way. Maytott off the front iron, no good. Jacoby bring down the rebound, and then a foul is going to put Blake Jacoby to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Jacoby 2 for 2 from the stripe here in the first half. Dons are 8 of 9 as a group from the free throw line. The only miss was early in the game. Moore had the three-pointer and one. The only missed free throw for the Dons here in the half. That was our opening minute. So 1-and-1. 9th team foul on the Royals. Jacoby, free throw is no good. Shaw comes away with it. Shaw was trying to draw a foul on Konieczny. Moore turns the ball up. Here's Becker with it. Over to Burkhauser. Back to Konieczny with open lane. Spins in it. Left hand is good. Emma Konieczny finish with a right hand, finish with a left hand, and just plain finishes. There's Klott with it. Now Shaw. Moore in tow there. And Moore kick ball. And the Royals will inbound. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Shaw to inbound. Looked at Loebner, and now will bounce it inside to Stotts. Stotts misses in close, and last off of Stotts, out of bounds to the Dons. Krecklau back in for Columbus, and Widmeyer back in for Assumption. So Becker and Maytott leave. (31-19) here in this first half. Just about 3 minutes left to play. Jacoby stopped on the low block. This will be Burkhauser, and doesn't get the friendly roll. Shaw, Jacoby watching him. Now Klott. Loebner, 3 on the way. High arcing 3 is good. And Blake Loebner hits for the first time tonight. Now Konieczny works on Maytott. Hands off to Jacoby. Maytott sprawls in front of him. Actually, that was Widmeyer. Burkhauser picks up his dribble all the way across now and the skip to Jacoby. Jacoby turns. Ball worked around. Into Krecklau it comes. Stotts works Krecklau. Krecklau, and offensive foul on Krecklau. So team foul number 11 on the Dons, and that is the third on Kreklo. So he marches right back to the bench and immediately back in is Cy Becker. So 3 on Kreklo, 2 points for Lucas, and will be on the bench for the rest of this first half. Maytot looks around off to Shaw. Shaw will launch from the top of the key and hit it. Ryan Shaw's got 5, and it's a 6-point game. The Royals have battled back here in the first. Trailed by as many as 15, now trailed by 6. Here's Konechny spinning, free throw line left hand. Makes it look easy, does Emmett Konechny. He's got 20. Maytot temporarily left alone, now in the short corner with it, Loebner. He'll dribble it out. Widmeyer bounces, Loebner, 3, Timber! Blake Loebner back-to-back threes on one of the highest arcing shots you're going to see around these parts. 5-point game. There's Konechny with it now. He works on Shaw. Pull up. Too strong. Ball tipped. And last off the hands of Becker as he tipped it up. He tipped it out. 1:02 to play here in the half, and it's been a fun first half. Halftime entertainment will be my interview with Coach Joe Konechny of the Columbus Dons. So stay tuned for that. 50 seconds left before half. Here's Loebner, turn and fire, good. Loebner is on fire right now, and it's a 3-point game. Coach Konechny not happy with his guys right now. We'll step aside, back for more basketball right after this on Zaleski Sports.
Really got to understand what what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has. You know, my best interest in mind always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Royals have come all the way, or clawed almost all the way back. It trailed by as many as 15, now a 3-point game. For the best in recreational or hunting properties in Wisconsin, call Brian Rush with Whitetail Properties. Just share your goals with Brian, and he can tell you where and how to make it a reality. 715-213-4468. That's 715-213-4468, Whitetail Properties. 3 from Moore is off the front of the iron, no good, and Stotts with the rebound. Plot, here come the Royals, a chance to tie with a 3 or cut it to 1. Will they hold for 1? Certainly has the makings of that, doesn't it? 15 seconds left in the half. Here's Loebner. Loebner is on fire right now. Loebner left alone. Here's another shot from Loebner. That one's short. Rebound Clot. Shot will not happen. The shot is waved off. It's a nice practice shot for Maytot, but the shot is waved off, and our first half has come to an end. It's Columbus Catholic 33, Assumption 30 here in the first half. I had a chance recently to sit down with Columbus Catholic boys basketball coach Joe Konechny. Here's that interview now, and second half after on Zaleski Sports.
Today's Coach on the Couch is sponsored by Grassland Butter. Grassland Butter since 1904. Welcome to Coach on the Couch. I'm your host, Jason Zaleski, here today at Columbus Catholic High School talking to Don's boys basketball coach, Joe Konechny. Coach, before we start talking about this year's team and recapping last year, just remind the audience, how many years you've been coaching basketball here, and what keeps you coming back every year?
Well, this is my 18th year at Columbus, 20th year coaching a varsity boys team overall. And obviously what keeps me coming back is just that I really enjoy it. I think it's a lot of fun. I love the relationships that I get to build with young men while they're in high school and then many years beyond. So it's been a very valuable thing for my family and for my myself personally. So I hope to do it for many more years to come.
Before we talk about this year's team, I think it's totally appropriate to talk about last year's seniors. You had a group of 4 last year, right? You had 2 Coles, 2 Sams on the team. We could fill up a whole show talking about those 4 young men. Tell us, though, what kind of legacy, what they did for your basketball program.
Well, the biggest thing they did is I think they were mentors and friends to the players we currently have. I think that they stay in touch with those young men. I know they reached out to them the first day of practice, in the weeks prior to practice, letting them know that they'd still be with them in spirit, and we're really pulling for them over the course of this next season. And I think that's what's a special thing when they want this team to go further than they did. And it's a genuine thing. It's not like, hey, I don't want them to do what we didn't get the opportunity to do. It's a genuine caring for the people we currently have and desire to see them go past what we did last year. And their mentorship and their leadership is something we can't replace. We're going to try, but I hope that as people, the boys we currently have can turn out like those 4, then we will have been pretty successful.
I've said a few times over the course of your time here how structurally sound your teams are, how fundamentally sound they are, how well executed the game of basketball is played under your direction here at Columbus Catholic. Why is that?
Well, I don't know that it's necessarily me. I think it's a culture that kind of permeates the school. We talk to our players a lot about the kind of people they are 24 hours a day, not just at practice. When they come to the gym at 3 o'clock, for those 2 or 2.5 hours, we're going to ask them to conduct themselves in a certain way, to be disciplined and selfless and leaders, and to genuinely give their best effort all the time, and to self-reflect, and to be aware of what they do well, but to also accept what they don't do well. And we tell them a lot, you shouldn't have to change who you are when you walk in the gym. And I think what we have here at Columbus, what a lot of places have, is that we don't have to change who they are as people. I think they're encouraged to live that way the rest of their lives, especially during the school day at the school. So the advantage that I see is that they walk into the gym and they just have to continue to be themselves, which can be pretty impressive from a person standpoint.
As your season went on last year, like any other good team, your boys got better each week. I remember it was probably the game before your second game of the season, and I was doing my best to describe a difference between one team and the other, and I called your team boring, and I couldn't have been more wrong as the season went on, because you had a really exciting season. I was wrong to say what I did, just a poor choice of words in comparing 2 teams, but your team it was a very, very exciting season. It ended with a sectional final appearance in a game that I thought you really coached masterfully in that game. It's just the height there was a height discrepancy in that game. But when you look back and think on the memories of last year's team, what memory or what kind of method or mode from that team will stick with you for years to come?
Just their genuine desire to be there for one another. And I know it's cliche, but those guys had each other's backs and everything. Like during the school day at team meals, I can remember we'd go out to team dinners, and I'd go to the table after paying the bill, and there's a couple of our seniors making sure that guys had enough money to tip the waitress, making sure that people got where they needed to be as far as seniors and juniors, taking care of freshmen and sophomores. They were just really good friends to one another. And it's meaningful to me that I think they're the kind of friends that 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now, they're still going to be close. And I think that in itself made us successful. And when you say boring, I think it's more of a consistency thing. We try to be the same way every day. And those guys were that. They cared for one another, and they didn't care who did what individually. It was all about how do we succeed as a team or perform as a team. In the sectional final loss, obviously a very difficult thing. But at the same time, the beautiful thing is when you got those young men in the locker room and they're crying and they're hugging each other and they're saying goodbye and telling each other what they mean to one another. You just can't replace that, and it's a special, special thing to be a part of.
Before we talk about this year's team, first for me to you, a special thanks for allowing us to perform our All Access episodes last year. We got to go in the locker room and really get to know the players on the team from last year. So thank you for letting that happen. So this year's team, you'll have a conference preview that I'll write that will include you being picked as a conference champion and as a team that will go to the state tournament. There are others around the state that have already written about those things and made those types of claims. How do you and the boys keep that information as a positive motivator rather than I'm going to put these headlines in my pocket and walk around school like a champ already?
You know, I think they do a pretty good job of staying humble. You know, it's one of our core pillars or our core values. And we don't really talk about the expectations from an outside standpoint. We try to approach today, and then we'll worry about tomorrow. And you know, I told them there's years we're not ranked. There's years we're not picked to win it. And in those years, we want to say, you know what, that doesn't mean anything. It's not true. We're going to prove it wrong. Well, you can't say all of a sudden now that it's correct because they're telling you what you want to hear. We're trying really hard to self-reflect and to analyze our effort and to make sure that whenever it ends, whether it be the first playoff game or the state tournament, we can say we took every day serious and we had an approach that made this bigger than basketball. And if we do that, I think the basketball kind of takes care of itself.
Mentioned the 4 seniors from last year. Senior leadership is so crucial in the high school game. Tell us about this group of seniors coming in this year.
Well, we have 3 out. Grant Olson, he's a 4-year varsity player. Got a little bit injured during the soccer season, but we're hoping to have him full strength here shortly. Obviously, just a tremendous high school student athlete. Soccer conference player of the year last year, all conference in basketball multiple times, and baseball conference athlete that got to play in the baseball state tournament. But he's kind of the guy that sets the tone as a human being too, not caring about anything individual and making sure that we're all holding each other accountable. So from a leadership standpoint, I think he's kind of the guy. And then Isaac Moritz is another multiple sport athlete, really works hard at practice and has an opportunity to have a role on this team. Seamus Hoagland is back out this year. He's our 3rd senior.
All right, back here to Assumption Catholic High School. Those of you that want to watch that interview with Joe Konieczny and myself in its entirety, all you need to do is go to YouTube and just type that in there. Just type in Zaleski Sports Joe Konieczny. You go to Facebook, any of the Facebook channels, you can watch it all kinds of places. So you can finish that on your own time. For now, we got about a minute and a half here before the start of the second half. Again, Columbus led by as many as 15 in the first half. Royals have trimmed the deficit to 3 when we begin second half action. Free throws, I want to tell you about that. First, though, tell you about the Surf Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Surf Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Surf Pro, like it never even happened. From the free throw line, it looked early like Columbus was going to have a big free throw advantage. That did not turn out to be the case. Columbus 8 of 10 from the free throw line in the first half, and Assumption 7 of 9 from the free throw line. We'll see about free throw shooting in the second half, which will start in 60 seconds. Back after this on Zaleski Sports.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. Start your classes and get your degree right here, or transfer to your 4-year.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. In person at 4 convenient campuses, online or a hybrid.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here for your Career Accelerator Certificate, a quick way to get ahead in your career.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. Register to start this spring.
Get started at mstc.edu.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here.
Second half ready to start. Second half brought to you by Spectrum Benefit Solutions, with offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. Jacoby will walk it across for the Dons in the second half. is underway here in this 38th annual Cranberry Classic Boys Championship game. Here's Jacoby, top of the key, works on Maytot. Now back out to Becker. Here's Jacoby, 3 on the way, rattles in and out. And Becker's going to pick up, or Krecklau, I'm sorry, he's going to pick up his 4th. So opening seconds here of the second half, and Krecklau is tagged with his 4th foul of the game. And Edwards will come in, and Krecklau will be retrieved. Coach Konechny asking for an extra explanation of the foul call. Explanation has been given. And 4 on Krecklau, and could be a long time before Lucas will re-enter tonight's contest. And right to the rack goes Klott. Jack Klott with his first basket, and it's a 1-point game here in Wisconsin Rapids. And Emmett Konechny first half scoring, by the way. Konechny leads all scorers with 20. Had the ball there momentarily. 8 points for Blake Loebner, leading the way for the Royals in the first half. And Klott, I'm sorry, is that Lieberg that picked up the foul? It is, so Nick's 3rd. So Lieberg with 3 on the floor. More to inbound. Coach Paltz directing defensively from the sideline. Here's Moore off the screen, kick out. Edwards, stutter step, 3, good. Alex Edwards with the bomb, his 2nd of the game. He's got 6. Lieberg will hand off to Maytot. Now Shaw. Shaw off the screen from Lieberg. Now Lieberg turns the corner on Becker. Kick out, Klott. Nothing working there. Now Shaw. Lieberg mishandles, able though to keep it on this side of the court. Now here's Klott. Cut off there by Edwards. Good defensive series here for the Dons to this point. Now here's Loebner. Loebner on the shot fake, got Konechny up in the air. Bank shot, no good. And rebound chased down by Becker. Good defensive possession that time for the Dons. Lead by 3. Did they give Edwards just a 2-pointer on that last? Huh, must have. Okay. We'll change that. He gave Edwards a foot on the line, so 35-32, 3-point lead. And here's Shaw, turns the corner in the lane, right hand short, followed by Maytot, not there. And it's going to be Lieberg's 4th foul, and he slams the ball on Moore, and a technical foul, and that will end the night for Nick Lieberg. Not sure what Nick was thinking there. Obviously frustrated on the foul call, but then slammed the ball on Charlie Moore's legs. So our officials are going to sort that out, but that'll be a DQ for Lieberg here tonight. Ag Country Farm Credit Services, a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services, from loans and leases to crop insurance, tax records. They have you covered. Contact Ag Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford. And from the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line, it's Emmett Konechny. Hits on the first and the second. 8 for 8 from the free throw line is Konechny. He's got 22. And again, that was the Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never even happened. Edwards drive, thwarted. Now Jacoby on the baseline. He's going to be grabbed by Widmeyer. And that'll be team foul number 4 already in the half for the Royals. And Nick Lieberg has fouled out of this game. Lucas Krecklau for Columbus with 4 fouls. He sits on the bench. Now here's Moore. Moore, Shaw on him. Edwards on the stutter. Kick out. Konechny, 3. Timber! 25 for Emmett. And an 8-point lead for his Dons. Just a beautifully run possession there for Columbus. Here's Stotts. He'll hand off to Shaw. Jacoby watches over him. Off the screen, here's Widmeyer. Three-pointer comes up short. Becker with the rebound. Konechny pushes to Moore. Moore spins, falls, and a blocking foul is going to be called on Jack Widmeyer. Royal fans do not approve. That'll be team foul number 5. That's the third on Jack Widmeyer. Foul trouble is going to be something for the Royals here coming down the final 14 and a half. Becker on the shot fake is good. So Cy Becker, his first bucket tonight. And we're back to a double-digit lead for the Dons. Here's Shaw. Coach Paltz calls out the offensive play, tipped and stolen away. Tipped by Moore, picked up by Jacoby. Here come the Dons. Moore, a corner. Now Konechny, top of the wheel. Konechny in the hop step and gets it to fall. I'll tell you, Emma Konechny is apparently best friends with the rim here tonight. And timeout on the floor. Coach Paltz takes the timeout. Dons storm the floor. They lead by 12 on Zaleski Sports.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. Start your classes and get your degree right here, or transfer to your 4-year.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. In person at 4 convenient campuses, online or a hybrid.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here for your Career Accelerator Certificate, a quick way to get ahead in your career.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here. Register to start this spring.
Get started at mstc.edu.
Mid-State Technical College. You belong here.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
Back here to Wisconsin Rapids. The Royals taking a timeout. Dons lead by 12. Rustic Redefined provides a boutique shopping experience with unique and affordable clothing and accessories to fit your individual style. Shop Rustic Redefined on 8th Street in Wisconsin Rapids. Shaw turns the corner in the lane. And one for Ryan Shaw. That foul is going to go on Becker. He can't believe it. Second foul of the half for the Dons, and that'll be the third on Becker. So I would say moderate foul trouble for the Royals here coming down the stretch, and Dons really not that far off of that moderate level. Missed free throw for Shaw, but no worries. And to the rack he goes. So miss a free throw and aggressive layup, aggressive take by Shaw. Here's Jacoby, left hand, rolls around and out. Loebner with the board. Outlet to Schlafer. Here come the Royals, down by 8. Loebner asks and gets a screen from Stotts. Maytot asks the same. Schlafer, long three, got it! J.T. Schlafer is on the board. Back come the Royals, 5-point game. There's Konechny on the take, spins, lane, and rim not a friend that time. One of the few shots Emmett has missed here tonight, and Jacoby is going to pick up a foul 60 feet from the basket. "55 feet. Long ways from the basket. So Jacoby's second, team third. Royals with 5 fouls in the half. There's Shaw. Again, works off the Stotts screen. Now Stotts takes Becker. Becker picks up his 4th, and 2 free throws coming up for Cade Stotts. Stotts 3 for 4 from the line in the first half. Shooting a pair now. And first is no good. Mobile Link in Wisconsin Rapids is your go-to for car and boat services, including window tinting, remote start, and accessorizing. And again, remote start, winter is, well, listen, it's essentially here. We've been teased with the last few days in the 50s, but you get that remote start when it's 0 degrees at Mobile Link, and you will thank me, you will thank Mobile Link, and you will thank yourself. So climb out of that warm car when it's 0. Do that with the remote start from Mobile Link. There's Edwards. Edwards takes Stotts, and Stotts pick up the foul. So team foul number 6. So Cal Burkhauser back in the game with Becker on the bench with the 4 fouls. Missed that just a moment ago. Now we got it. And it comes to Moore. Now Edwards at the top. Konechny wheels around with Shaw like a glove, and Moore with the travel. So good defense that time by Ryan Shaw. Moore had to put the ball on the ground, but walked before he did. 4-point game, 12-17 left to play. Perhaps a classic in the making. Schlafer, now Stotts. Hands off to Widmeyer. Widmeyer in the lane. Kick out. Schlafer just made a 3 a moment ago. Now on the shot fake, right-handed layup. No good. Would have been spectacular if it fell. Stat sheet now just a missed shot. Here's Burkhauser. Now Moore left alone. 3. Got it. Charlie buckets. 10 points for Charlie. He's the second tonight in double figures. He joins Konechny. Konechny 27 and Moore with 10. And this will be a foul on the Dons. So team foul number 5. Foul charge to Cal Burkhauser. Quickly, Loebner, nobody was ready, and it rattles in and out. Dons were sleeping on the inbound. Royals not able to capitalize. Quickly now to Edwards. Edwards to the rack and down. Fast break for the Dons was beautiful. Entry pass, Stotts. Stotts clears Burkhauser out of the way. Edwards picks up the loose ball. Here's Moore now. Jacoby cutting in the lane. Moore will take it himself. Stops, fires out to Burkhauser. He'll pass on the shot. Edwards, after Widmeyer fell, Edwards not able, though, to put the three-pointer in. The ball will roll out of bounds. Winters in Wisconsin can be a challenge. Just talked about this a moment ago. Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling in Wisconsin Rapids. More than 100 years of making your home and business comfortable. Call Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling today. Shaw connects. 7-point game. Dons with the ball and the lead. Here's Moore to the basket. No. And rebound Stotts. Moore slow to get up. Now back to his feet. Corner for Shaw. Stotts keeps it alive. Here's Shaw now in the lane. He works on Jacoby. And he draws the foul. So as we talked about in our consolation game, a key ingredient to a comeback are made free throws. Shaw's got a pair here. Again, Assumption, 7 of 9 from the line in the first half. And Shaw's first here is good. Foul on Jacoby, his third. Each team now with 6.5. And foul problems now at moderate level for both teams. And on the end of the scale for moderate, trending towards dangerous. Here's Moore, 3, no, off the front iron, no good. And this foul is going to go on Shaw. And so Shaw pushed Edwards from behind on the rebound attempt. And that's going to put Edwards to the free throw line for a 1-and-1. First free throw tonight for Alex. And the free throw from the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line is good. Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro. For all your cleanup and restoration needs, Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro, like it never even happened. And free throw number 2 is good. So Edwards with 9. Don's up by 8. Here's Shaw. Shaw crosses over Konechny to the rack and good. Shaw's got 14 just like that. He's in double figures. I missed that just a moment ago. Edwards kick it out to Burkhauser. Schlafer watches over him. Now Jacoby left alone for 3. Got it! The Dons are getting all the bounces here on the road. And that's Jacoby's first points tonight, or first basket tonight, I should say. Did have a pair of free throws earlier. And speaking of free throws, more coming up for Ryan Shaw. Foul on Konechny, his first. 7th team foul. Shooting foul here. Or, I'm sorry, it wasn't. Foul on the floor. And another foul on the floor on the rebound attempt. And actually, I apologized before. I said that Lieberg was disqualified, but that technical foul doesn't count as a personal foul. So I'm sorry. 4 fouls for Lieberg. My extreme, sincere apologies. But now foul number 5 for Lieberg. Now he is disqualified. So comes back in, gets about 30 seconds of playing time, and now he is on the DQ. So this will be Burkhauser to the free throw line after the Lieberg foul, 5th of the game, now officially. Burkhauser not logged a point yet tonight. But an attempt here with the 1-and-1 from the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line, and it is good. And call Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro for all your cleanup and restoration needs. Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro, like it never even happened. 10-point Dons lead. Burkhauser's second is off the front iron, no good. Edwards with the rebound and the putback. Alex Edwards came flying in, tipped the rebound to himself, and put it back and good. Shaw, shot is short. Edwards now in double figures with 11. Dons have 3 in double figures, including Konechny here. Offensive foul on Konechny. They said on the step back that his offhand went into the chest of Jack Widmeyer, and the offensive foul will be Emmett's second. Dons fans, or Dons bench anyway, was pretty sure that was just a spectacular offensive move, and now Loebner with the travel. Moore will bring it up. Again, Konechny 27, Edwards 11, Moore 10. For Assumption, Shaw 14. Double figure scorers here through, with 8.5 left to play. Here goes Edwards, and nearly stolen away. Jacoby, though, with it. Moore passed up on the outside shot, harassed by Maytot, and Maytot will pick up the foul. So 1-and-1. As Moore heads to the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line. And the first just as good. Jamie Wenzel serve pro like it never even happened. So Assumption fan below us pretty sure that the Dons are sticking their leg out every time. This is often the case at a sporting event. You've got 3 actual officials, and then you got about 100 other officials sitting around. And you wonder why they haven't signed up to officiate. So, doesn't make much sense to me. Schlafer kicks it back out to Loebner. I mean, really, if you're that good at it, sign up. Help us out. Here's Shaw. Shaw spins in the lane, kicks it out. Maytott, 3 on the way, got it! Francis Maytott, his second 3 of the game. He's got 8. Dons, though, with a somewhat comfortable 11-point lead. But as we've seen in this game, that can change in a hurry. Here's Edwards. Step fake, nothing doing there. Konechny with Shaw on him. Now Burkhauser. Cutting Moore. Moore, layup. He is good. Shaw back out to Maytott. Maytott hit a 3 the last time. Now Shaw takes Konechny baseline and gets fouled from behind by Konechny. Emmett's 3rd. Team foul number 9. But a shooting foul, so this will be a pair of free throws coming up for Shaw. And Shaw's first is off the front iron, no good. So 61-48. 7:26 to play here in this championship game. Shaw and goes 0 for on that trip down. I mentioned a few times, and I'll say it all season, if you're in trail position, you've got to make the free throws. Burkhauser to Moore. Moore had Maytott off his feet. Now Konechny to Edwards. Edwards on the step fake. Right-handed layup is good. Alex Edwards has found himself a basketball skill. Nice to see the improvement from season to season. Edwards has improved greatly. And one of the area's most prolific goal scorers, soccer goal scorers. He's led his Dons routinely in goal scoring, and second goal scorer, not even close. But picks up his 4th. Or 3rd, does Edwards. I thought that was his 4th. Picks up his 3rd, says the scorer's table. Team foul number 10, so double bonus the rest of the way for the Royals. And Schlafer hits on the front end. So 6:47 left. The Royals would like to shoot a lot of free throws for the next 6+ minutes. And may get that opportunity. Schlafer goes 2 for 2, so he makes good. 7 points for JT. Dons lead, though, still by 13. So Royals got to get some defensive stops. And I figure, need to get to the free throw line. Burkhauser. Widmeyer and Jacoby tangle. Now here goes Burkhauser to the rack and good. Cal Burkhauser. There goes Widmeyer, the blow by, too strong. Burkhauser with the rebound. Konechny up ahead to Jacoby. Jacoby steps around and through. What a move by Blake Jacoby. Dons with an exciting brand of basketball here tonight. Here's Shaw. Good. Ryan's got 16. Jacoby races ahead. Now the Dons will settle in. Under 6 to play. And whistle. Looks like a foul on Schlafer. That's going to send Konechny to the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line. 8 for 8 is Emmett here in the game from the line. And the first miss tonight. Again, give Jamie Wenzel Surf Pro a call for all your cleanup and restoration needs. Jamie Wenzel Surf Pro, like it never even happened. Konechny able to convince that one to roll forward and in. 28 for Emmett. There's Maytot, lines up the three short. And rebound Schlafer, second putback is good. JT Schlafer gets the putback. Coach Pultz calls the timeout. And we will to Columbus 68, Assumption 54 on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggleworms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
All right, coming out of the Assumption timeout, Columbus Dons lead by 14. Coach Pultz going to bring some pressure. Look to set up a half-court trap. Dons beat it. Now Burkhauser to Jacoby. Again, Dons will work the ball. They'll work the clock here. Again, I'll say it every game. No shot clock. Big miss here in the state of Wisconsin for high school hoops. We need to have a shot clock, folks. But, Royals able to turn it over. Burkhauser is going to foul Shaw, and Ryan back to the free throw line. Shaw, though, just 1 of 7 from the free throw line. Or, sorry, 1 of 5, now 1 of 6 from the line. So Edwards takes a seat on the bench for the Dons. Shaw, free throw, and not the night free throw shooting for Ryan Shaw that he would have liked to have. And Stotts on the rebound fouls Becker, and Becker will come down and shoot a pair. I said there's going to be a lot of free throws coming down the stretch, folks. It's the foul situation for both teams, and that was the only conclusion we were going to have here tonight. So first free throws of the night for Cy Becker. And the free throw is no good. And call Jamie Wenzel Surf Pro for all your cleanup and restoration needs. Jamie Wenzel Surf Pro, like it never even happened. Mentioned all the juniors on this year's edition of the Columbus Catholic Dons boys basketball team. 9 juniors, 2 seniors. Becker misses on the back end. Here's Schlafer. Schlafer to the rack and good. Strong take for JT Schlafer. I'm not going to say the Dons let him go, but not put a whole lot of effort in there. Now back come the Royals after the steal by Widmeyer. Schlafer took a look at a 3. Now Maytot. Maytot, floater, no good. Gets his own rebound. Back up as Maytot shot it too strong. Becker rebound, Maytot with the foul. You could see that coming. So Maytot not happy those shots weren't going down. A bit of a frustration foul there for Frank Maytot. So Becker right back to the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line. Still 4:18 left to play. 12-point game, but the Royals have shown comeback ability here all game long. They're, I think, kind of right at that mark where the comeback process needs to begin now. Royals have trailed by as little as 2 here in the half. And Becker on the miss there, and Royals back to work. Schlafer able to handle. Yeah, got a 2-foot bullet pass there from Shaw, and Schlafer, I mean, he didn't mean to, but he's taking the momentum of the ball, and the feet moved. So travel is the call. And inbound pass stolen away. The Royals get an extra possession, and what do we have here? It's an offensive foul on Ryan Shaw. They say Shaw ran over the defender. The Dons unable to get an inbound in just a moment ago, do get it in this time. Jacoby spins out of pressure. Dons again work the ball around the perimeter. You would figure going to work some clock here. Edwards passes on the shot. Got a 13-point lead, 3:45 to play, and Schlafer is going to begin the foul game here as he pushes Moore. We'll send Moore to the free throw line for a pair. Double bonus for both teams. Moore today, 2 for 3 from the stripe. And hits there. So many trips for the Dons here, probably still upcoming to the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line. Kreklau with the 4 fouls. He'll stand back at the other free throw line. And Moore rattles it home. So 16 for Moore. 15-point lead for the Dons. Here's Klott, now Schlafer. Schlafer shot fake, will take Edwards to the hole, and Edwards is going to pick up the foul. Schlafer to the free throw line. 4 for 4, JT from the line today. Edwards picks up his 4th. So Dons with 4 fouls on Kreklau, 4 on Edwards, both on the floor, and no subs at the table. And Schlafer cans them both, and then we've got a whistle on the free throw, and Kreklau has just fouled out. So Lucas Kreklau has just fouled out of the game as he attempted to box out. Well, hold on now. Yeah, okay, they started marching the other way. Yeah, he boxed out Loebner, and they say that Kreklau wrapped around him and committed the foul. So, well, now it's Widmeyer. Okay. Yeah, 10, not 20. All right, so anyway, Widmeyer at the free throw line. First free throws today for Jack, as Lucas Kreklau has fouled out of this game, so he in gray and Lieberg in white have both fouled out. A lot of fouls in this game. And no free throws to be made there, and Schlafer is going to get called for the foul on the rebound attempt. So Widmeyer misses a pair. And this is Becker now back to the free throw line. Told you ahead of time, going to be a lot of free throws in the final 5 minutes. Do not make a habit of fibbing. They call me the modern day Abe Lincoln. I will not tell a lie. Becker misses on the free throw. Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro for all your cleanup and restoration needs. And Becker hits the second. 5 points for Cy. Royals with all kinds of work to do now. Down by 14, 3.5 left. Here's Loebner. Will fire a quick three and hit it. Third three-pointer of the night for Loebner. And he's in double figures with 11. So Shaw with 16, Schlafer with 13, Loebner with 11. And just about everybody with 3 or 4 fouls that are left in the game. A lot of fouls. And there is a foul committed by Widmeyer. Moore back to the free throw line. 4 of 5 from the line is Moore tonight. And free throw is good. Good. Moore with 17. Edwards with 13. Konechny with 28. Here's 17 looking for 18, and no. Quickly come the Royals. Here's Shaw, an uncontested layup, missed it. Now Konechny, and he's going to be fouled by Widmeyer. And that's going to send Emmett back to the free throw line, where he is 9 of 10 on the night. And 2 more coming. So back to the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line, and that is number 5 on Jack Widmeyer. So Widmeyer joins Lieberg on the DQ. And the bench is getting thin for Coach Josh Paltz. Konechny connects. Catch up with some messages here. Dave. Hey, Dave, thanks for watching. Still recovering from Thanksgiving. Well, you got to take it easy on the wild turkey, right? As compared to the store-bought turkey. That's what I'm saying. Shaw takes Jacoby and one. Ryan Shaw. Don still playing tight defense. And the Royals continue to pound the rim. And to complete the three-point lay, and Shaw's free throw woes continue. 1 of 7 from the free throw line tonight is Ryan Shaw. Unofficial stats, but I'm pretty sure they're accurate. Stolen away. Here's Schlafer now. Schlafer around Becker off the side of the backboard. Schlafer may have been better suited just to go right at Becker. Didn't, and now the whistle blows, and it's going to be a foul on the Royals. They're going to call Jack Klott with the foul. And here comes Blake Jacoby to the Jamie Wenzel Serve Pro free throw line.
Congratulations to them. For a Herrera family.
And miss from the free throws made by Konechny. He's on 30. So Emma Konechny, 30 points tonight. And here's Moore. Sorry, I said Jacoby Moore back to the free throw line. He hits the first. So 18 now for Charlie Moore. Second foul for Klott. But Dylan, way too many fouls. Well, it's been an aggressively played game. Shaw bounces it to Schlafer. That was last touch by Moore. It'll stay with the Royals. Shaw attempting to thread the needle to the cutting J.T. Schlafer. So Shaw to inbound. 2:12 left. Royals down by 13. And in every second that ticks off the clock, you figure the Royals further and further away from a comeback opportunity. But yet they still here they still are with the ball. And Schlafer missed three-pointer. Konechny. Cross to Jacoby. Royals not making an overt attempt at fouling, and Moore with a little razzle-dazzle, too strong. There's Schlafer. Schlafer step through around Becker, and Becker with the foul. So more free throws. Couple coming up. Schlafer 6 for 6 from the free throw line tonight. So an opportunity with the clock stop, 1:38 to play. Nathaniel says, good old Cranberry, classic play. I guess so. That was Becker's 5th, so he is fouled out. So Krecklau and Becker, DQ. In gray, Lieberg and Whitmire, DQ and white. And I may have missed a DQ on Frank Maytott as well. So Maytott also sitting on the end of the bench. So 3 DQs for the Royals, 2 for the Dons. A lot of fouls. Second for Schlafer is good, so 1 for 2 that trip down. Now 7 of 8 from the free throw line. Orr hustles through. Picks up his dribble. Schlafer with a near steal. Don's in no hurry to go anywhere, and now Klott will foul Jacoby. And Jacoby banged down, and a technical foul is going to be called. So Jacoby was harassed down to the floor. I'm going to take a look at a replay made available to me, but let's see here. Yeah, JT came through and grabbed Jacoby, and Jacoby ended up on the ground. I'm not going to go so far as to say he threw him to the ground, but after grabbing him, Jacoby ends up on the ground. So technical free throws here, and Jacoby hits the first from the Jamie Lenz Surf Pro free throw line. And misses the second. So those were the technical free throws. Now the double bonus free throws coming up. Konechny now to the free throw line. Were there 2 technicals there? Now Konechny coming to the line for 2 with nobody in the lane, so must have been 2 technical fouls. So Konechny buries a pair. He's got 32, and Nash Kirchmar checking in. Nash, nice game earlier today. Best of luck on the rest of your season. Hope we get to have you on the broadcast again. Nash says, yeah, just played here a couple hours ago. Now he's chilling, kicking back, watching more Cranberry Classic basketball. 15-point Dons lead. So you would figure at this point, too much for the Royals to come back from. And Burkhauser gets the ball taken away and then jump ball. And the Royals fans are coming unglued. Royals fans, as you can hear at home, very displeased with that call. They figured it should have been a foul on Burkhauser. A jump ball. It'll stay with the Royals. Don't get your Lion Mane 2 tangled up, Royals fans. Shaw, and now the foul is on Burkhauser. So Shaw will go back to the free throw line. That has not been kind to him today. So one of 6, right? Hold on here. 1 of 6 from the free throw. 1 of 7. Sorry. 1 made, 6 missed. 1 of 7 is Ryan Shaw. And we haven't seen yet who that foul was called. Well, they'll call it on Edwards. So Edwards will head to the DQ. A lot of fouls, a lot of fouling out. Still some things being worked on here. The officials are going to get together.
That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Officials get together to talk about who the foul is assessed on, or who it will be. It's Shaw going to be shooting 2. That much we do know. The game has come to a brief stoppage. We want to get the foul assessed to the appropriate player. We could tell them, But at first I'd have to agree with a foul, and I don't agree or disagree with any foul calls, so we wouldn't be able to help. Okay, so what do we have here now? Edwards is going back into the game, so they've changed it from Edwards to whom? To somebody. Don't know who yet. Scoreboard just shows nothing. So, not sure who. Shaw's free throw is good. Another free throw for Shaw. That one rattles home. And Shaw will come out. So Ryan Shaw will end his night with 20 points as Coach Pultz has waved off the dogs. He has, and he looked right at his players and waved his hands left and right. So that's it. We are going to regroup and go to practice on Monday. So Columbus will start the season 2-0, and offensive foul is going to be called on Burkhauser. So why not have another foul? Columbus will move their record to 2-0. Again, they are the number one ranked team in Division 5. Assumption's record will go even at 1-1. And Columbus will pick up another Cranberry Classic Tournament Championship. Nice take by Stotts. Cade Stotts, first field goal tonight, and he's got 6. All these referees in the stands, yet very few with actual official licenses. Strange. There's more. Now down to Edwards. Final 20 seconds here in this Cranberry Classic. Make sure to stay tuned to our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily. NasonvilleDairy.com. I will be on the floor with Coach Joe Konieczny and our Zaleski Sports Highline House Player of the Game, Emmett Konieczny. So stay tuned for that. That all just moments away here on Zaleski Sports. Final score tonight, Columbus 79, Assumption 68. We'll hear now from Nasonville Dairy, and I'll be on the floor right after that on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Nasonville Dairy post-game show, Nasonville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily, NasonvilleDairy.com. Coach, let's start with this. You started the season 2-0. Just talk about practice expectations versus game reality 2 games into the season.
Well, you know, we came in, we didn't really know what to expect. We haven't had many practices with everybody present. We've had some health issues. I think we did some things really well the last 2 days, but there's some things we clearly missed. Grant Olson being out is something that would be a big part of that. In my opinion, he's kind of our vocal leader, and we filled some things he does well, and we filled some things he does not so well. And at the same time, we got some guys who are inexperienced that every game will make them a little bit better. So we got that out of this as well.
What did you learn about your team through these first 2 games? A tight one last night, Assumption clawed back time and time again. You're able to pull away late, but what did you learn about your team and their ability to finish here through the first 2 games?
Well, I think, you know, we got off to good starts in both games, and then when we got to a 10-15 point lead, we seemed to coast and maybe not continue to do some things that got us to that point, and that needs to be addressed. But at the same time, when we've had leads, you know, down to 3 to 5, we've found a way to get it back to 10 or 15. A big thing with us is we have multiple guys that can score, so when Blake, Emmett, Charlie, Lucas, Grant, whoever's in the game, share the ball sideline to sideline and really look to get each other shots, we can be a pretty good team. At times it sticks too much, and we'll work on it.
May have been as many fouls called in this game as points scored. What can you learn from something like that? How can you teach your guys about tough physical play as the season goes on?
Well, I mean, it's good for us. I thought the officials, the whole tournament, did a really nice job. You know, that crew we had tonight is very experienced and very good, and it's a really tough game to officiate. At the same time, like defensively, we let guys get to their strong hand, and I didn't think we were helping like we should have, and it was very, very difficult for our guys to be left out there one-on-one with some pretty good athletes at Assumption.
Coach, Cranberry Classic champions here in 2022. Congratulations.
Thank you for the coverage. We appreciate it.
We got it. We'll bring in Emmett in here. Talk to our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, Emmett Konechny. 30-plus points here tonight, and you got it going right away. Just talk about what your mentality coming in the season with physical play, getting to the rim, and how that paid off here tonight.
Yeah, offensively we know we have a lot of guys that can score, so we use that to our advantage. Charlie in the corner, Blake driving. He's probably the quickest guy in the area, so we just use that to our advantage and use that to score.
Tough physical game today. I talked to Coach about this. How will this help you and the guys as the season goes on? Because it may be a while before you see a tough battle like this again. So how do you keep this one in the memory banks and learn from being tough and physical?
I mean, it's always good to play a team like that. They're very physical, even yesterday with Gibbs and Beck and those guys. They're good first 2 games because they're teams that are always physical and they always play hard.
Be a repeat question for the people at home, but you didn't hear this one. Practice expectations now versus game reality. Yeah, you start 2-0, but there's obviously some things to work on. How did the practice expectations meet the game reality here to start the season?
I think they met them pretty well. Just wanted to come play hard and get 2 wins.
Yeah, good enough. Your microphone, you look up at the camera. You've done this before. I'll count you down. 3, 2, 1. I'm Emmett Konechny. Okay? 3, 2.
I'm Emmett Konechny, and I'm in the house.
Nice game tonight, man. Congratulations. All right, we'll see you later on. All right. Big thanks to Joe Konechny, Columbus Catholic head coach, and our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, Emmett Konechny. And the biggest thanks to the crew here at Assumption for letting us come in and show this tournament to you. Again, the playing of the 38th Cranberry Classic here at Assumption Catholic High School in Wisconsin Rapids. Let's see, we had a big crew all weekend, right? Olivia Zimmerman, Steve Maves, Josh Bush, Mike Wendlandt. There may have been some others here. My name's Jason Zaleski. Guys, have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you again on Tuesday.